All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live for some Sunday afternoon basketball. That is the Golden State Warriors taking on the Toronto Raptors from the great right north of Canada. What's up, everybody? What's up, Joe Brown? What's up, Nathaniel, you weirdo? What's up, Miley? Daniel Berry, Denzel, LA42, Pikachu's mom, 49 Savage, Matthew Breckshot. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back, basketball fans. Been a couple days since we streamed the game. What's up, Aiden? What's up, Walrus? What's up, IAG? Uh, what's up, Chower? Josh will be back for tonight's game. Josh will be back for the Niners and Bears game tonight. What up, Jesus? What up, Indrit? What's up, Aiden? Again, Josh will be back tonight for the Niners and Bears game. What's up, the real time Timir? What up, Tristan Allen? Guys, smack that like. Hit that sub button. Welcome on in. Warriors, fresh off that win on Christmas against the Mavericks. Riding a 3-game winning streak. Looking to get back over get 2 games. I just realized I forgot to do this. There we go. To get 2 games back over 500, baby. Now, there will be no DeAnthony Melton tonight. He's out because it is a back-to-back. Warriors are in Brooklyn tomorrow. So, no DeAnthony Melton today for the Warriors. And no Seth Curry for at least 2 weeks. They reevaluated Seth Curry last night or this morning. And turns out he's got a sciatica nerve issue. So, Seth Curry out at least 2 weeks. Melton out tonight due to a back-to-back. Al Horford's playing today, which means he will not play tomorrow night. What up, Nina Turner? In the building. What up, Nina? What's up, Zion? What's up, Asia? Lakeisha? Robertson? What's up, Asia? How's your weekend going? And Avatar! 5 gifted memberships. Let's go, Avatar. Appreciate you, bro. They go to Jordy. They go to DJ, Joseph Williams, Ayo, and Desmond. Welcome y'all to the memberships. Thanks to Avatar. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Rocha, is it true that the Warriors have interest in Anthony Davis? So, a report came out a couple days ago, I think on Friday, that the Warriors have looked into the possibility of trading for Anthony Davis. Hey, let's go, Avatar. Avalanche, Sharks, Blackhawks wins, Bears go to the division. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Avatar. Love you, man. So, yeah, that report came out a couple days ago. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, God, why am I so off-centered? There we go. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening with that situation. I don't think we're going to trade for Anthony Davis. But then again, I just don't know this front office. Just don't know. I hope not. Why? Why go trade Jimmy Butler away? Because it would take Jimmy Butler if we go get Davis. Why would we trade Jimmy Butler away for a guy who plays 30 games a year? Yeah, I know he's really good when he's healthy. But I think that would just be a horrible trade for the Golden State Warriors if that would have happened. An absolute horrible trade if that were to happen. We do need an AD. We do, but not Anthony Davis. We can go out and go get like a Trey Murphy or a Giannis. Somebody who you could trust a little bit more to stay healthy and give up just as much, if not less, aspects. Well, not for Giannis, maybe for Trey Murphy. But yeah, I just don't want Anthony Davis, man. I would rather give up more aspects or prospects and picks to go get a Trey Murphy or a Giannis than Anthony Davis. Absolutely not. But what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome on in. Smack that like, baby. We are 5 likes away from 100. Let's set the goal of 300 likes before tip off. 300 likes before tip off. So hit that like button. I know it's an early game here in the afternoons, just after noon here on the West Coast. This game's going to start at 3:30 on the East Coast of Toronto. But what's up, guys? What's up, Warriorland? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Van? Ain't gonna lie, Warriors might face issues with a fast-paced game, high in defense, low key. Well, let's see what happens, Adam. Warriors have been playing really, really great team basketball over this current win streak for the Golden State Warriors. Everybody's contributing all around the board. Steph, Butler, Pods, Moody, Post, Draymond. The bench is working. The starters are gelling. The Warriors are playing team basketball right now. Is this the turnaround we were hoping for the season? Where this team finally gels? Then you go out, you go trade Kuminga, you go trade Buddy Hield, you go trade some picks, go get at least like a Trey Murphy or something. By the way, Pelicans are interested in Jonathan Kuminga, so there could be a match there. Could this be the turnaround we were hoping for the Golden State Warriors? Then you go make a big trade, and now you're looking like you did at the end of last season, all this momentum going into a playoff or a play-in area. So let's see. Let's hope the Warriors can continue this team basketball here today in Toronto, a place where they've struggled at times. They are facing a good team, although Toronto they started off very hot to start the season. They got in some injuries. They've kind of gone downhill a little bit. Now they are getting RJ Barrett back today. He's missed the last couple of weeks with a sprained knee, but he will be on a minute restriction. So RJ Barrett is back today for the Raptors, but he will be on a minute restriction. He would be on a minute restriction today. Yo, DMC! What the $10 donut, Devin? Hey, Rocha, how you doing today? I just weighed myself this morning. I've lost 53 pounds so far this year. On my journey is to prepare for pro wrestling school next year. Dude, DMC, bro. That is freaking awesome, man. Great to hear that, dude. Keep it up. And yes, good luck on your preparedness for pro wrestling school, dude. Remember us when you go big time, baby. Dude, keep it up, man. That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Asia, what's up, Asia? Mentions Warriors looking at Nick Claxton. Yes, Warriors have big interest. And man, oh man, would he be a great addition to this team. A big who can score, who can rebound. We already have a couple bigs who can stretch the floor and post in and Horford. And it'd be nice to have a legit center who can get inside the paint like a Nick Claxton. So that'd be a great move for the Warriors if that would have happened. What's up, Alex? Big day for the Bay today, baby. You got the Warriors and you got the Niners. Typically, when the Warriors and Niners are playing on the same day, they both win. Multiple times this year, the Warriors and Niners are playing at the same day and have won. Let's hope that's the case again today, man. What's up, Varro? My Christmas is good, man. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Guys, we're up over 100 likes. Let's get to 300 likes, baby. Excuse me. That is awesome. Let's get to 300 likes, shall we? Let's go. Roger, can the Warriors get AD? Well, they have interest in him. We'll see if that actually happens or not. I hope it doesn't happen. Oh, what a terrible pass by Sanders. Jesus. What's up, Alpha Evie? What's up, bro? Hey, yeah, we appreciate you, DMC. Let's go, bro. Tough opponent, Warriors. Yes, this is a tough opponent for the Warriors. The Toronto Raptors. Again, they started out the season really, really hot. Jose Pena, thank you for subscribing. Lately, they kind of cooled down a little bit. They've been dealing with the injuries. They are getting RJ Barrett back today, but he will be on a minute restriction. Barrett will be on a minute restriction today. But yeah, they started off real hot. They've kind of cooled down recently. So let's see if the Warriors can take advantage of that. Raptors are 2-3 in the last 5 games. Raptors are 2-3 in the last 5 games. They're coming off a loss to Washington. They lost by 21 points to Washington on Friday. So let's see the Warriors, who've been playing really well, playing really good team basketball, playing really good defense over the last 3 or 4 games even in that 99-98 loss to the Suns. Warriors are playing a lot better team basketball. Can they keep that up? Can Paz keep up his heat and his hot streak tonight? Can Steph find his shot like he did in the second half? Can Butler stay aggressive? Can Horford continue to play like he has when he's played over his last 5 games? He's been incredible when he's been out there. The Warriors can play team basketball. They should be able to beat this Raptor team, who have no Colin Murray-Boyles, the rookie, no Jakob Poeltl, but they are getting RJ Barrett back today on a minute restriction. We'll see the Warriors can make it 4 in a row here today. LA 42, I am watching Red Zone until the Warrior game starts. What's up, Andrew? Let's go Warriors, bro. What's up, Rasheer? Sauce Garnish coach with a calf injury. Oh, that sucks. I wouldn't trade Butler for 80, says Rick. Neither would I. Now, if Davis was healthy and he was playing well, which he is playing well, but if he was healthy and we could be guaranteed that he would stay healthy the rest of the season and next season, the following season, okay, then I would definitely do that trade. But you just can't trade Jimmy, who's a big part of this team when he's right, when he's aggressive, for a guy who might play 30 games a year. You just can't do that. When there's an opportunity to go get Giannis, there's an opportunity to go get Trey Murphy, Nick Claxton, all these other guys. Even if we make a couple small moves for a couple good role players, I just don't like that. Well, we'll see what happens. What's up, Erica P? What up to you and your son? Guys, we're 70 likes away from 200. Thank y'all for joining for this afternoon affair. Warriors and Raptors. We'll go over game time predictions here in just a little bit. Let's go Dubs about the Niners. Yes, sir, Alex. Yes, sir, bro. Nice, he missed. What's up, Sebs from the UK? Let's go Warriors, baby. I'm super excited for this Warrior team, the way they've been gelling lately. You got Toronto today. You got Brooklyn tomorrow, which we will be live for. You got the Nets tomorrow. A chance to start this 4-game road trip off pretty strong here tonight. My Nets beat the Wolves last night. Yeah, I saw that, Asia. Hopefully you guys don't win tomorrow. Isn't it beat down to like 89 or something here in 2K? Or did I dream that? Tegan, I haven't played a 2K game. I want to say since 2019. I miss the old 2K games, man. Browns are up 10-6. Yeah, I see that. I'm watching Red Zone right now. I think we won't lose a single game that's left for us in 2025. But one man for shoutout love, and that's Con Knipples and Sebs. Yeah, so the 3 games left in 2025 for the Warriors. Today against the Raptors. Tomorrow against the Nets. And Wednesday, New Year's Eve against the Hornets. Now, here's the thing. Con Knipple did get hurt the other day. Although I saw a clip of him, like, looking just fine. We'll see if Con Knipple plays that game on Wednesday. But Warriors have a good opportunity to end 2025 on a 6-game winning streak. A very good opportunity. Again, you're facing a Toronto team that hasn't played well over the last 2 or 3 weeks now. You're facing a Brooklyn team tomorrow that only has 10 wins on the season. And then you face a Hornets team that's been very inconsistent up and down with injuries this year. So a really good opportunity for the Warriors to finish 2025 on a 6-game winning streak. How great would that be? How great would that be? Roach, if we beat you tomorrow, I'm going to be insufferable. Hey, that's fine. You have every right to be Asia, especially with you guys being, you know, what, 7, 8 games under 500 right now? Hey, that was a great win last night for the Sharks, Alex. That was a great win, bro. Glad Macklin won in his hometown, bro. But guys, welcome on in. Smack that like. Hit that sub button. Warriors on a 3-game winning streak. Come here to Toronto to face a team that's 2-3 in the last 5 games for the Toronto Raptors. Now, again, they are getting RJ Barrett back today from a knee injury that's cost him a couple of weeks, but he will be on a minute restriction. So we'll see how much he plays. There is no Jakob Poeltl and Colin Murray Boros tonight for the Raptors. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, Seth Curry will be reevaluated in 2 weeks with a sciatica injury. And then no Melton today, with it being a back-to-back. Al Horford's playing today, which means he'll be out tomorrow. Warriors, who do they play next? Warriors got the Nets tomorrow night, which we will be live for. And then the Hornets on New Year's Eve, which I will be live for. That is a early game. Warriors play at 10 a.m. on New Year's Eve on Wednesday, but I will be live for that game. It's an early game, but that works out actually perfect. What's the starting lineup? It should be the same starting lineup that we've seen. Steph, Moody, Butler, Draymond, Post. Yo, Young with the $2 donation. Your hair looks good today. What hair? Well, thank you. Thank you for the $2 donation, bro. Appreciate it, man. JJ Redick says the Lakers haven't been good since LeBron came back. Since we got LeBron back, we haven't been organized offensively. 2 random possessions. Dude, he's calling out his team, man. It's going to be crazy to see how that team looks going forward. Tegan says, W, I can finally watch it and not be 12 a.m. I know these type of games are better for you guys on the other side of the world. Especially that game at 10 a.m. on New Year's Eve. I keep saying Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. They got to enjoy New Year's Eve. Yes. That's the great thing, is the Warriors will be able to fly for New Year's Eve and be able to get to where they need to get to for the next city and be able to enjoy that and have New Year's Eve off. And then Warriors come home after that. What are the chances we see LeBron retired in the year? I don't think he's going to want a retirement tour. LeBron's going to want a retirement tour. Maybe that comes next season. Maybe it's 2 seasons from now. But I expect within the next 2 seasons he's going to retire. But I want to expect him to just be like, oh, yeah, I'm done. This was my last year. I'm done. I expect him to want a retirement tour, and he deserves it. I mean, he's the second greatest player of all time. Yo, Young with the $2 donation. Didn't say anything, but thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother. Jackson on Rocket with the 27 months. Hey, Roach, happy New Year's. 3:30 game feels awesome. Hope you're doing well. You come a long way. Get this done. Jackson, we appreciate you, bro. And yeah, this is a 12:30 start time here on the West Coast. But let's get this done, bro. Thank you so much for the 27 months and happy New Year's, dude. Avatar with the $10 donation. Rocha, the Avalanche defeated your hockey rival last night in shootout. The Vegas Golden Knights. I saw that. I saw McKinnon had the game-winning shootout goal. That was awesome, Avatar. Great win, bro. And thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. Appreciate it. All right, we got you, Varro. We got you, man. What's his next team? You talk about LeBron? That's going to be interesting to see. If he does end up leaving LA, I believe he's got a player option for next season. It'll be interesting to see if LeBron does leave LA. What's up, Orlando? You're on lunch break, but Happy New Year, brother. Let's go Warriors. Hey, Happy New Year, bro. Let's go Warriors. Let's get this dub, bro. What was the best Christmas gift you got? Mine was a new keyboard monitor. I mean, I didn't get much for Christmas, but I did get like some gift cards. I got a gift card at Walmart, to Subway, to Little Caesars Pizza. So that was nice. That was nice. It's always nice to get gift cards. You don't have to pay for something. So that was nice. And then just hanging out with you guys on Christmas was awesome. For me, the UK, it's 2030 out. 2030 is the time. Feels good, though. We usually have games here at 3 a.m. That's what I'm saying. I know these games for you guys across the pond or across the world are awesome. All right, guys. Tonight's let's do predictions. You guys ready for predictions? Are y'all ready for predictions? See or no? Smack that like, hit that sub button. Let's go over game time predictions. Hey, let's go, Asia. Let's go over game time predictions tonight for the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. We are less than 50 likes away for 200 already. Thank y'all so much. All right, coming into this afternoon's ball game. The Warriors are favored by 4.5 points. 4.5 point favorites for the Warriors on a 3-game winning streak. Toronto 2-3 in their last 5 games. So, who do you guys have winning tonight's game? Do you have the Warriors to make it 4 in a row? Or do you have the Raptors breaking the Warriors winning streak? Let me know in the chat. Let's do this. For me, you already know who I got. Give me the Warriors to win today's game. Make it 4 in a row. Play good team basketball. Move the basketball. Play good defense. And secure a W to start this little road trip for the Warriors. Warriors looking to win 6 in a row to end the new year. You got tonight, tomorrow against Brooklyn, and New Year's Eve against Charlotte. See a lot of Warriors in the chat. What's up, Sonic Boom? Holy smokes. What's up, Rosbo? Wow, nobody taking the Raptors. Okay. Even Rozier going to Warriors. Let's go, Rozier. All right, who's y'all's MVP for today's game? Who is y'all's MVP for today's game? Give me Curry for MVP, man. Coming back to Toronto, a place he knows very well growing up. Give me Steph Curry. I'm going to say for 32 points today. Give me 32 points for Steph Curry today. Curry, Butler. Yeah, Curry Fish. RJ's playing, but he's on a minute restriction. Curry, MVP Butler. Curry 48, Curry 38. MVP Ingram. Okay, so Elephant's going with the Raptors. So Chiefs fan for life. Curry 35, Steph 32, Steph 42. Curry 7 assists. All right. Okay, so who's y'all's X Factor? Who is y'all's X Factor for today's game? I'm going to go Brandon Progensky. This dude has been awesome during this winning streak. Shoot, he's been awesome for the last about 4 or 5 straight games for the Golden State Warriors. Give me pods all around, scoring, assisting, rebounding, defense. Want to see pods continue this momentum, get that trade stock up, continue to play well. Give me pods as X Factor today. CGP2, Will Richard, Jimmy, Podge, Moody, Sheed as X Factor for Elephant, Draymond as X Factor. Okay. All right. Who is y'all's first bucket of today's game? Who is scoring that first bucket? I'm going to go Scotty Barnes. Go inside, maybe a little bit of a mid-range, or go inside, lay it up the glass. Give me Scotty Barnes for first field goal here today. See Podge, Jimmy, Ingram, Barnes, Curry, Ingram for the mid-range, Draymond, post, Steph. All right, what about first 3? Who is making that first splash of this afternoon's ball game? Give me Curry. I think he's going to want to start off strong here tonight. Give me Steph for first 3 of today's game. Jimmy, Draymond, well, get the membership that happens. Steph, Jimmy, Moody. Draymond's first bucket, first 3. Okay, Rasheed, I see you, bro. Curry, Paul to Draymond. A lot of steps. All right, who's y'all's first dunk? Who's y'all's first dunk of the game? Give me Post. And he's going to get a backdoor cut from Moses Moody and dunk that ish home. So give me Quentin Post for first dunk of today's game. A lot of Jimmys for first dunk. Wow, like 6 in a row said Jimmy. Okay, I like it. Scotty Barnes, I almost win Scotty Barnes. A lot of Jimmys for first dunk. Steph, if Steph gets the first dunk, I'll get 5 memberships. All right, and in the over-under, today's over-under is 226.5. Do you think today's game will go higher or lower than 226.5? I'm going to go the over. I think the Warriors are going to score a lot of points. Toronto getting RJ Barrett could definitely score. So give me the over. Even the last 2 Warriors wins, the game has gone the over. So give me that. A lot of unders. I'm going to have a good defensive output. Okay. A lot of unders. Some of us in the chat. A little bit of a split on that way. All right, there we go. Thank you guys so much for playing along. Smack that like. Hit that sub button. Thank y'all so much for joining here tonight. Or today. I'm going to keep saying tonight. It's today. Yo, GWL with the $20 dono, baby. Hey, Rocha, wishing you, Sean, Josh, a happy new year, and to everybody else. GWL, dude, we appreciate you for all the support you've given us this year, man. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the $20 donation, bro. We appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, Josh will be back tonight for the Bears and Niners game. So Josh will be back tonight for the Bears and Niner game. So, huge game tonight. I'm glad the Warriors are playing right now because it's kind of getting my nerves off that game. I'm really glad the Warriors are playing right now. So I can focus on the stream, on the game, and don't have to worry about the Niner game yet. All right, guys, today's stream is sponsored by the Sleeper app. That's right, the Sleeper app, the #1 sports app out there for fantasy sports, daily fantasy sports, live in-game updates, and live in-game scores, guys. Go check them out. Been using Sleeper for years now on this channel. So go check them out. And hey, they got a couple of nice promotions. First off, get a free $20 entry for just simply signing up. No deposit required. All you have to do is just sign up and get a free $20 entry. But if you already have an account, you already signed up, hey, no big deal. We'll get a 100% match up to $100 using the code FURY. That's our code, FURY, FURY. So if you're a new user, free $20 entry. If you already used it, then get a 100% match up to $100 using the code FURY. And as always, guys, we always like to put a little slip in. Here's what I got cooking up today. So we got Emmanuel Quickly to get 4+ assists. He's hit that in 10 straight games. Steph Curry to get 20 points here in Toronto. Moses Moody to get 2 assists. He's gotten 3 or more assists and 7 of the last 8 games. And Toronto is not good when guarding guards. They are not a good team guarding guards, so he should be moving the ball quite well. And Brandon Perchinsky, 7.5 assists plus rebounds. He's been crushing all his stats lately. Let's see if he hits again tonight. I used a little bit of a boost, a 60% boost. If you use 4 more picks for the NBA today, so $4 wins is $19.10. So go check them out. If you guys want to tail off of that, do your own. Go check out the Sleeper app, guys, and shout out to them sponsoring today's stream. We'll go by the prediction graphic. I need that for fantasy quickly. Dude, Quickly's been balling lately, man. I remember when he got traded over here, he wasn't really playing that well when they traded for OG Anunoby. It's kind of like it took him a whole year to get used to the system. And Quickly's Been really, really solid for them this year. Very solid. And this is a good squad when they're healthy. Scotty Barnes, Manuel Quickly, Shed, excuse me. Quickly, Shed. Obviously, Barrett now back. Brandon Ingram, who they traded for at last offseason or last deadline, didn't play a whole lot. You got Jacoperto when he's healthy. This is a really good squad. They started off strong, then they started getting hurt, and they haven't gelled lately. Let's see if they can gel tonight. I mean, Brandon Ingram averaging 21 points. Scotty Barnes averaging 19 and 8. All right, yeah, we can do that, Tristan. All right. So let's go over another prediction. Who do y'all think wins the splash battle tonight? What's the splash? Well, that's a three-pointer. For every three or splash tonight, you'll see these counters go up. Who wins the splash counter tonight? Will it be the Warriors or will it be the Toronto Raptors? Who do you guys have? I'm going to go Warriors. I'll say Warriors win the splash battle 17-13. 17-13. A push. Okay. Warriors, Raptors, Warriors 16, Warriors win 15-14. Warriors game has not started yet. That's why we're not watching anything, Arias. What's up, Jackson? With the Warriors 16-12? Okay. I'll say 17-13 for Golden State. I'm feeling a nice 3-point barrage for the Warriors today. Warriors. Everybody taking the Warriors. One person's taking the Raptors. I mean, they tied. Yeah, I got you, Tristan. Curry's getting 15-3 shoot. Behind Josh will be back tonight for the football game. Warriors 23 splashes. Man, that'd be sick. That'd be sick if the Warriors had 23 splashes. Yeah, there's the link to that stream tonight, guys. Thank you, Tristan. There's the link to that stream. We will be live for Niners and Bears tonight. Big game. Like I said, I'm so happy this Warrior game is right now. So it kind of distracts me because I'm nervous. I am so nervous for tonight's game. Yo, what's up, Kim Atwater? How the heck are you, Kim? Guys, welcome on in. We're up over 200 likes. Thank y'all so much. Let's get to 300. That was our goal before tip-off is 300 likes. Let's do it. Warriors and Raptors, an afternoon affair here in Toronto, Canada. Warriors looking to make it 4 in a row. Toronto's lost 3 out of the last 5 games. They're looking to bounce back after a big-time loss by 21 points to the Washington Wizards on Friday. Game should be tipping off here in about 8 minutes or so. Warriors win the spot battle 30-10. Oh my gosh. Well, that'd be an NBA record. The NBA record's 29 right now. Lorenzo says, I got the Warriors, but they haven't shown to be consistent enough. I'm taking the Raptors. Warriors need to show me more. And that's understandable. Now, over the last about 4 or 5 games, Warriors have played really good team basketball. Everybody's contributing. Moody, Pods, Horford, Butler, Steph, Payton when he's had his moments. Richard had 20 points a couple games ago. Warriors have been playing better team all-around basketball. Let's see if they can keep that up today. It'd be nice if they did. Got some momentum. Then you go trade Kuminga. You go trade Buddy Hield. You go trade those guys. You go make a move. You go get a Trey Murphy, a Nick Claxton, or whoever. And go on a run like we did when we got Jimmy Butler last year. Richard needs to play. I'm sure we'll see him a little bit here today. Elvis says, I think both teams will struggle to cover the 110 points. I have Toronto winning 106-102, Ingram MVP, Shed X Factor, Moody first 3, Ingram bucket, Jimmy first dunk on the under. Elephant, all right, sounds good. Thank you for sending in your prediction, bro. What's up, college? X Factor is Curry. Okay. All right. Let's see. Steph, it was Christmas. Steph never hardly ever plays good on Christmas, but he did find a rhythm in the second half. He did find a rhythm in the second half. So let's see if we can carry that over here to Toronto. Remember, he grew up around Toronto with his dad. So he's familiar with this place. He's familiar with this city. I'm expecting a big night from Steph today. I'm expecting a big day from Steph today. Guys, welcome on in. We have over 600 in the building. We're 80 likes away from 300. We should be about 5 minutes away for tip-off. Smack that like, hit that sub button. Thank you guys for joining. Let's see if the Warriors can make it 4 in a row today. Let's go, baby. Rozier the 2. Steelers need 80 yards, if not next week for the division. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They might actually lose to the Browns. That's wild. It's going to be Jimmy type of day today, Tyrone. Hey, I would love that. Jimmy, besides the Christmas game, has been very aggressive, playing really well. Hopefully a big day for Jimmy Butler. I'm going to say it gets like 17 points today. I'm going to say Butler gets like 17 today. But the Warriors win, obviously. Excuse me. I need three-pointers from Butler. I mean, he's pretty much almost good for one a game. Good morning, Frank, for the Philippines. Salamant. Jimmy has to be good for the Warriors want to do well. Yes, the Warriors are going to do anything this season. Jimmy needs to be aggressive. He needs to be Batman, not the third or fourth or fifth option. He needs to be Batman, or on some nights he needs to be the MVP when Steph's not playing well or Steph's out on a back-to-back or something. The more aggressive Jimmy Butler is, the better this Warrior team is, because he can control the pace, he can get to the line, he gets some free, easy points. And then him going inside eases up the defense, and you can find a wide-open Moody, Post, Pod, Steph, even from downtown. When Jimmy's aggressive, that's when the Warriors are at the best. And we've seen it during this 3-game winning streak. Even in that loss against Phoenix last week, Jimmy was aggressive in that game, and we lost by 1 point. Browns are going to win. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to the Carnan family. Salamont, welcome on in. Guys, we are 70 likes away for 300. We are moments away for tip-off. Thank you all for joining for this afternoon affair. We really appreciate you guys. I feel a 50 piece from Steph. If Steph drops 50 today, I'll gift a membership. If Steph drops 50, I'll gift a membership. Imagine Steph goes for his career high today, which is 62. It's 62 against the Blazers. I remember that game. What's up, Marco Polo? What's up, bro? Welcome on in, Andrew. What's up, Sonic Boom? How y'all doing this afternoon? Thank you guys for giving me updates with these football games. Who's ready for a 4 in a row? Dub Nation? Huh? Let me hear y'all. Y'all ready to win 4 in a row? Warriors have played a really good team basketball over the last week or so. Can they keep that up? Toronto, they started off very hot to this season. They've kind of tailed off a little bit. I mean, granted, they are getting RJ Bird back today, but he will be on a minute restriction. Seth is out. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks with a sciatica nerve issue, which basically is in your back down to your leg. So Seth Curry will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. What's up, Yusuf Two Sweets, bro? What's up, man? Warriors are rolling. They are right now. They are right now. They've been playing really good. It's been a lot of fun to watch this team. Let's see if they can keep it up tonight. 4 in a row? Hey, let's make it 6 in a row. You got 3 games left here in 2025. Today, tomorrow against Brooklyn, and New Year's Eve against Charlotte. It would be so nice the Warriors can end 2025 on a 6-game winning streak, man. What is Curry's nickname in Toronto? I don't think Steph's played enough against Toronto here to get a nickname. LeBron, though, is because LeBron absolutely owned the Raptors. All right, guys, get one last look at the predictions because we're going to change the screen. All right, we are about ready to go for basketball. It's Golden State in Toronto from the 6 in Canada. Smack that like, hit that sub button. Let's do this. We are 50 likes away for 300. Golden State in the blues. Raptors in the reds with the black, little stripe here in the middle that says Raptors. So Raptors in the reds, Warriors in the blues. RJ Barrett back tonight on a minute restriction for the Raptors. Smack that like, hit that sub button, and we're ready to go. We're going to have tip-off at center court here between Scotty Barnes and Quentin Post to get this afternoon affair started, baby. Let's go. Davis did not get traded to Warriors, but there are definitely those rumors. All right, so here we go. Post and Barnes to tip it off. And here we go. Post wins the tip. So for the Warriors, it's a typical lineup. Steph, Butler, Moody, Post, and Draymond. For the Raptors, it's Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly, and Abaji. Here is Post up top. Post, 3, good to start the game. How about that? Quentin Post, first 3, first buckets. The Rootologists, thank you for subscribing. That's a good sign for Quentin Post. He's been struggling for downtown over the last week or so. All right, here's a drive down the lane. Abaji scores. Abaji with the field goal for the Raptors, and it's 3-2 Golden State. Here comes Draymond. Pass to Steph. Reverse layup. Missed it. Steph missed the layup. Scotty Barnes with the rebound. Here comes Brandon Ingram. Jump shot is good. And a 4-3 start here for the Toronto Raptors. Here comes Golden State back the other way. Here is Draymond. 3, too strong. Long rebound goes to Steph. Steph throws it up and one! Are you serious? How did Steph make that? Curry grabbed the rebound around the free throw line, just threw it up, drew the foul, put it in, and in one for Steph Curry. That was ridiculous. Avatar with a 10. Trey McBride just took the lead in receptions for a tight end this season. Dude was a baller this year, Avatar. Congrats to him on making history, and thank you so much for the $10 donation, bro. Steph, N1 is good. And it's 6-4 early lead here for Golden State. Steph holding that elbow a little bit, that shooting elbow. Hopefully it's okay. Here is Quickly, handed off left side. Here's a drive by Abaji, and he's fouled. Abaji will draw the foul, and he will head to the line for 2 shots. That's on Moses Moody, his first foul of the game. Bro, I can't believe he made that shot. That was awesome. Good morning, Luciano. Good morning. First one up and good for the Raptors. Warriors lead at 6-5 here. Guys, we're just 20 likes away for 300. Thank y'all so much for being here. Keep smacking that like, hit that sub button. We will be live tomorrow. Warriors taking on the Brooklyn Nets. So back-to-back for Golden State. All right, both free throws are good for Abaji. He's got 4 early points. Here's Post. Hands it off to Moody to Draymond. Trey will have it up top against Scotty Barnes. Here a crossover, fake the pass. Give it out to Moody now. Mood attacks quickly. Pass out Draymond to the corner. Post, 3, again! Quiet Post, 2 for 2 for downtown to start today's game. There you go, Quentin. That's a great sign for the Warriors. Here's Abaji driving and scoring again. Abaji has 6 of the 8 points for the Raptors to start today's game. Here's Butler up top. He'll go against Ingram. Kick out to the corner. Draymond for 3's no good. Rebound Scotty Barnes. He'll quickly pass it up. Here's a slam. RJ Barrett has the first dunk of tonight's game. RJ Barrett with the first dunk of today's game. And it's 10-9 lead here for Toronto. 10-9 lead for Toronto. Here's Jimmy Butler. He'll pass it off to Draymond, back to Butler. He'll have it on the left elbow with a screen. Butler to the corner for Post. Shot clock at 5. Post around a screen. Attacks Ingram inside. Goes up, not even close. Good defense there by Ingram. Post kind of had to just put it up because of the shot clock. Here's Brandon Ingram for 3. That's short, and a rebound by Moses Moody. He'll hand it off to Steph, who'll come up court with the basketball. Curry will hand it off to Draymond. Draymond hands it off to Post. And Post will be fouled. He tried to dunk it. He missed the dunk, but he did get fouled. So 2 shots coming up here for Quentin Post. Guys, I am loving the effort from Post to start this game. He is all over the place. Love it, love it, love it. He's been struggling offensively lately. It's good to see him get going here on the offensive side. All right, Post, first free throw is good, and we're tied up at 10 apiece. Tied up at 10. Quentin Post has already got 7 points, looking for 8. What's up, King of Clouds? What's up? What happened to J.R. Smith? He just stopped playing. I mean, that dude's old. Post makes both free throws, and it's 11-10. Touchdown, Hawks. Dang it. Here's the ball up court, and it's still by Moses Moody. Toronto got it stolen away by Moody. Finds a Cuddy Butler. Layup, missed it. Oh, Jimmy got to make that, bro. Here's Brandon Ingram pulling for 3. That's no good, and Butler gets the rebound. Here comes Jimmy back the other way. He missed a wide open post. Gave it to Draymond. Draymond inside for Steph. Steph inside for Butler. Beautiful pass and a layup for Jimmy. Great pass there by Steph. And the Warriors lead at 13-10. What's up from Guam? What's up, RG? How's it going, bro? Here is Barrett on the left side. He'll pass and get fouled. Foul on the pass. That's, I believe, on Jimmy Butler. He was the one arguing right there. The second foul on Golden State. Both teams with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. JM, Josh will be joining tonight for the Niners and Bears game. So Josh will be here tonight. They're calling that a shooting foul? Excuse me? Steve Kerr's like, what are you talking about? Paul don't lie. Paul don't lie. Barrett misses the first. That is not a shooting foul. It was a foul on Butler. No way in hell that was a shooting foul. He was not going up. Well, Paul don't lie, baby. And Barrett missed both. Paul don't lie. Barrett missed both free throws. Paul don't lie, baby. Here's Post on the other way for Golden State. Finds Trey up top against Scotty Barnes. Looking for a pass. Draymond finds it to Payton. Back to Draymond up top. Looking for Steph. Gives it to Steph. Turnaround shot. Curry rimmed it out. And a rebound by RJ Barrett. He threw it out because he almost had it balanced, but it was caught by Barnes. It'll be up court here for Emmanuel quickly. He'll hand it off here to RJ Barrett against Draymond, and now hand it off to Abaji. Back to Barrett for 3, and that is good. First 3 of the day for Toronto belongs to RJ Barrett. Draymond finds a cutting Steph. Deflected pass finds Payton to Draymond. Back to Curry for 3. Curry! Steph from downtown. His first 3 of the day. Here's Barrett right back down the other way. Warriors not getting back on defense right now. Let's go, Steph. What's up, old houses? A shout out to Rasheed Wallace. Bought online. Yes, sir. Here's Post to the corner. Moody for 3. Down rims halfway in and out. And Toronto with the rebound. A chance to retake the lead. Here's Scotty Barnes attacking Post. Jump shot's good. And Toronto does take the lead at 17-16. Here comes Steph back the other way with 6:26 to go in the first quarter. Steph finds Dre up top to Payton. Finds Moody on the right elbow. Back to Payton up top, back to Moody. Moody attacks quickly, gives it back up to Payton. He'll find it to Dre. Dre driving inside, down the lane. Layup no good. Might have gotten blocked by Barnes, who got the rebound. Finds it there. Ingram up top, and Ingram got blocked by Payton. What a block by Gary Payton. Wow, he saved the dunk. Moody, 3-ball, no good. That was a terrible shot. Rebounded by the Raptors, and they're called timeout. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Timeout, Toronto. They lead it by 1, 17-16. 17-16 lead. Wow, what a block by Payton. I thought that was a dunk for sure. All right, so Steph and Post off to a great start. 6 for Steph, 8 for Court and Post. They got 14 of the 16 for the Golden State Warriors. They have 14 of the 16 for the Golden State Warriors. Butler's got the other 2. Jimmy's got the other 2. Meanwhile, for Toronto, at 7 for Barrett, 2 for Ingram, 6 for Abaji. Warriors defense, little lackadaisical for the Golden State Warriors. They're not getting back on defense transitionally. It's leading to a lot of open layups on open 3. Warriors got to get back on defense. And but the offensive scoring has been there. Dude, Warriors have gotten unlucky with a couple of shots. Multiple shots and layups have rimmed out. Literally halfway in and out. So a little tough luck right now for the Warriors. But hey, it's a 1-point game. Whoop over 300 likes, 1,300 in the building, guys. Thank y'all so much. Let's make the goal 500 likes here by the end of the first quarter. So smack that like, hit that sub button. We're halfway through this quarter with a 17-16 lead for Toronto. Steelers lost. Wow. So Ravens, Steelers, week 18 for the division. Buccaneers and Panthers, week 18 for the division. Wow. This is crazy. And then potentially Niners and Seahawks for the number 1 seed in the division next week. If that happens, what game they're probably going to put the Ravens and Pittsburgh game as the final game of the regular season. They might be 9-3, 73 without Curry. If it was 9-2, I would give them a pass. Warriors, since we got in Jimmy Butler, have definitely been better without Steph Curry. Warriors definitely have been a little bit better since we got in Butler without Steph. But we've seen how important Curry's been to the Warriors this season. Yes, Alex. Josh will be back tonight for the Niners and Bears game. Yes, sir. What's up, Eli? Pal? What up, bro? What up, Eli? All right, come out of this timeout. Toronto will have the basketball up 17-16. Guys, we're 40 likes away from 400. Thank y'all so much. Steelers off to the Browns? Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. Here comes Toronto with the ball. Here comes Toronto with the ball. They'll bring it up court. Now on the floor, it's Walker, Shed, Sandro, Abaji, and Ingram. Here is a pass. Left sideline, inside, Sandro. Fadeaway shot's good. And it's 19-16. He's been pretty solid for the Toronto Raptors this year. Here's Prajensky. He's in there with Moody, Payton, Steph, and Horford. And an offensive foul in Golden State. Offensive foul on Steph. All right, Warriors, you need to settle in right now. Settle down. All right, here comes Toronto. Back the other way. They'll have the ball up top. It's a bounce pass for Brandon Ingram. He's got Payton on him. Ingram, more attack. Ingram, a pump fake. Go up and under. Layup is short. Rebound fought for. It goes right back to Brandon Ingram. He'll reset it up top, and that's a 3-ball for the Toronto Raptors. That was a 3 by Jacoby Walker. Payton resets it out the pods. His 3 rattles in. The Warriors, and Pajensky responds right back. And it's 22-19 lead for Toronto. And here's an offensive foul on Toronto. Offensive foul on Toronto. That would be Golden State basketball. That's on Shed. So 2 threes now for Toronto, 4 for Golden State. Butler would check in here for Steph. Butler would check in here for Steph Curry. So it's going to be Peyton. We'll actually see here. This is not updated on the screen. Here is Peyton with Butler, Pod, Steph, and Horford. So Butler did not check in for Steph. Usually he does. This time he does it. Peyton, layup, good off the bank. Nice little lay in there for Gary Payton. He's been playing well for the Warriors lately. And it's a 1-point game. Steph is not back. Here's Shed, hands it off to Ingram. His jump shot is good. Nice little start here for Brandon Ingram. He's got 6 points, and it's 24-21. Pods finds Butler. Inside with a double team, finds Horford. His floater, good for Big Al. How great has Al Horford been for the Warriors since coming back from that injury? He's been awesome, man. But yeah, so Seth Curry is out multiple weeks with a sciatica nerve injury. So we will not see him probably till maybe February. Here's Grady Dick into the game, and he scores. So it's Dick, Walter, Shed, Sandro, and Ingram. It's Pods, Butler, Steph, Horford, and Payton for the Warriors. Toronto shooting 68%. Warriors 47%. Butler finds a wide open Payton. 4-3 and rimmed halfway in and out. Are you kidding me? Another shot that rims out for the Golden State Warriors. Sandro right down the lane for 2. That's a top 5-point swing for Golden State. Shed will knock the ball out of bounds. The Warriors ball in the inbounds. And we're going to have a timeout. Toronto's saying that they want a challenge. And it's going to be a mandatory timeout for the Warriors. It's going to be a mandatory timeout for the Warriors. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. 28-23 lead here for Toronto. So a mandatory timeout here by the Golden State Warriors. And it came at a good time. Toronto shooting damn near 70% from the field. They are shooting 71% from the field. Warriors defense is non-existent to start this game right now. Warriors defense needs to step up here out of this timeout. Now, there could be a chance that Toronto could challenge this. The ball was ruled out of bounds off a Shed. He thought it went off for Steph. And we'll see during this timeout, Toronto elects to challenge. Right now, it is a mandatory timeout called by the Golden State Warriors. Yo, Mike, we're with the $5 donation. So if the Seahawks win, does that hurt the Bears' chance to get number 1 seed, Roach? I believe it does, but I still think they can get it. If the Bears beat us today, if Chicago beats us today, beats Detroit next week, and we beat Seattle next week, Bears will get the number 1 seed. So no matter what, Chicago can get the number 1 seed unless they lose tonight. If the Bears beat us, beat Detroit, and Seattle loses to us next week, Bears are the number 1 seed. But if we beat them tonight or they lose to Detroit, there's no way they can, or if Seattle wins next week. But they have to win tonight to get the number 1 seed. Jags are the AFC South winners. Congrats to them. What's up, J-Dog? Guys, we're in a timeout here by the Warriors. We'll see if Toronto wants to challenge. Call on the floor was a ball off a Shed out of bounds. He thinking it went off for Steph. So we'll see during this mandatory timeout if Toronto does challenge. When a TV timeout, it's a 5-point lead here for Toronto. 5-point lead for Toronto. They did 28-23. They are shooting 71% to start this game. So Toronto did challenge. So Toronto did challenge and they're going to win it. Yeah, this ball definitely went out for Steph. So it's going to be Toronto ball. Bro, Warriors. This team can be so frustrating. Because you put together so many good games in a row and then you come out flat on defense like today. So it was a challenge during the timeout and it's a win by Toronto. So it'll be their basketball. Turnover by Steph. Steelers lose. It comes out next week. Yeah, Louis, it's going to be crazy next week. What's up, Cole? What's up, Killian? What's up, guys? We are less than 40 likes away from 400. See if we can get that. Let's get that before the end of the quarter. Let's get 400 likes before the end of the quarter. Buddy Hield's in. Here's Shed for 3. Oh, my God. Toronto missed a shot. It's a miracle. But the ball went out of bounds. Oh, now I can say it's Warrior ball. Warrior ball out of bounds. So Buddy Hield is in. He hasn't been playing a whole lot, but with Melton out due to the back-to-back, Buddy Hield does play tonight. All right, here's Jimmy Butler. He'll have a screen by Al Horford. Butler against Sandro. Drives, throws it up. No foul, no good. Oh, Jimmy. Come on, man. That was a terrible shot. What the hell was that? Sandro for 3. The Warriors defense getting shredded here tonight. 31 points for Toronto. Oof. Jimmy goes inside. Misses another layup. Butler is 1 for 5. Here's the steal by Richard. Gives it to Butler. Back to Richard. Back to Butler. Kick out Pods. He'll pump fake. Give it back to Butler. Butler will go inside. Kick it back out to Brzezinski. Pods throws up the shot, and he'll draw a shooting foul. Pods will draw a shooting foul on Jacoby Walter. And that would be 2 free throws for Brandon Brzezinski coming up. Yo, Mike Wait with the $5 donation. Oh, wait, they didn't call it a shooting foul? Excuse me, Mike. It literally said shooting foul. Pods was going up. How is that not a shooting foul? Well, here's Brzezinski with the ball. Pods would throw up the 3. No good. Rebound up in the air and take it by Scotty Barnes. Up court for Grady Dick, and he'll slam it home. Warriors down by 10 here in the first quarter. Warriors cannot make a shot. Here's Butler, who's 1 for 4 here today. Finds Pods. Horford for 3. That is short. He'll get his own rebound. Put it back up and put it in. Nice job by Horford, the follow zone shot. 33-25. Here comes Shed back the other way up top. He'll give it off to Sandro, left elbow. Finds it to Scotty Barnes. Her back down Butler with less than a minute to go. Find it to Sandro for 3. That rims out. Buddy here with the rebound. I'll get you that donation just here a second, Mike. Here's Butler finding a cutting Pods to the corner. Horford pumping, steps inside, finds Buddy Hield. Hield resets it to Butler. 9 to shoot for Golden State. Butler attacks Dick, throws it up and draws a shooting foul. Jimmy Butler will go to the line for 2 free throws here for Golden State. All right, Mike with the 5. My Packers really pooped the bed last night. Very embarrassing. We are down to our 3rd-string quarterback last night. LOL, the injury gods are against Green Bay. Yeah, Malik Willis was balling out, Mike. And then he got that shoulder injury. Hopefully, Jordan Love could come back for you guys next week, bro. Yeah, sorry about the loss. Derrick Henry ate you guys alive, bro. But thank you for the 5, bro. Raptors had 10 fast break points last game. They already have 6. Ridiculous, man. Oh, Pods is bleeding, I believe. Yeah, so Pods bleeding a little bit. He'll get worked on right now. So we have a little bit of a break. Guys, we're 10 likes away from 400. Thank you all so much for being here. Snap that like. Hit that sub button, baby. Let's go. All right, Warriors in the bonus for the final 37 seconds. Play Santos and no win. Probably see Gee in the second quarter. He always checks in the second quarter. Let's see if he gets in foul trouble. Butler makes the first free throw. 33-26 lead here for Toronto. And both free throws are good. 33-27. Here comes Toronto. Buddy Hield thought he knocked the ball in the inbounds off of Toronto. I want to challenge. Yeah, no challenge there. All right, here is Shed. Up court here, finds it off to Scotty. To Hottie Barnes. He'll have it against Butler. Switch on to Horford. Horford picks him up nicely to take back to Barnes. Barnes attack Horford. Horford denied him at the rim. Great block there by the old man Horford. Here comes Real Richard off the Butler. Shot clock turned off. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Butler 2. Butler 1. Butler withdraws shooting foul. With 0.6 seconds to go, Jimmy Butler draws a shooting foul on Sandro. And that would be 2 shots for Jimmy Butler. Great pump fake by Butler to get Sandro the jump and draw the shooting foul. Good ending to this first quarter for the Golden State Warriors. Niners winning tonight? Damn right we are. First one's good for Butler, 33-28. And we just hit 400 likes. Thank y'all so much. That's awesome. 400 likes. Let's go. Butler makes both. 33-29, 0.6 seconds to go. Barnes inbounds, touched by Hield, and that would do it for the first quarter. A 4-point lead for Toronto after one. They lead at 33-29. Warriors, no defense whatsoever in that first quarter. Besides the ending, Warriors defense really locked down towards the end of that quarter. But at one point, Toronto was shooting 71% from the field. At one point, they were shooting 71%. They're now shooting 64%. Warriors shooting 39%. Warriors are 36% for downtown. Toronto's 43%. Post had 8 points to lead the way for the Warriors. Sandro had 7. Barnes had 8 rebounds in that first quarter and 5 assists in that first quarter. He's got 2 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists for Scotty Barnes. Sheesh. But all right, we'll go to the second quarter. Thank y'all for being here. Let's see the Warriors defense can settle down, settle in. Jimmy Butler, he's 1 for 4 from the field, but did draw 4 free throws right there at the end of that quarter. That's all we want from Jimmy. Just be aggressive. The shots will fall for him, man. The more aggressive Jimmy Butler is, the better this Warrior team is. The more aggressive Jimmy is, the better this team is, man. And we saw it right there. Towards the end of that quarter, Warriors coming back a little bit. Jags won. Nice. Oh, next week's Jags game against the Texans should be a lot of fun. Jimmy Butler, former Bull. Yes, he was. Lakers play tonight. Yeah, they play the Kings. Lakers play the Kings tonight. We'll see the Lakers look a little bit different tonight. Maybe different rotations or something, man. But thank you guys so much for 400 likes. Let's make 600 likes our goal here at the end of the half. Let's get this 600 likes, over 1,400 in the chat. Appreciate y'all joining here today. I know it's a mid-afternoon game, but we appreciate you guys joining. Shout out to Butler and Horford. Jimmy holding down the Warriors shirt. Jimmy was great drawing those 2 fouls at the end of the quarter. And shout out to Al Horford for playing some good defense here so far tonight. He had the block. He had good defense on Barnes earlier. Over his last about 7 to 8 games, Al Horford's really starting to look like himself again. If we get 1,000 likes before halftime, I'll gift a membership. All right, here we go. Toronto with the basketball to start the second quarter. Here's RJ Barrett. Bounce pass inside for Scotty Barnes. Great dish there by RJ Barrett. And here comes the Warriors with Peyton, Hield, Steph, Richard, and Draymond. And a foul here by Toronto. Foul here by Toronto on RJ Barrett. A this is a 4-guard lineup for Golden State. 4-guard lineup for the Warriors. Buddy finds Draymond back to Hield. He'll have it here on the left elbow, back to Steph. Steph, 3, missed it. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. Here comes Toronto back the other way. Here's Steph with the steal. Good steal by Steph. Finds the rookie Richard for 3. Good steal by Steph. Good 3 by the Rook. And we got a 3-point game. 5 threes now for the Golden State Warriors. Let's go, bro. Here is Quickly. He'll have it up top. He'll step back, turn around, shot too strong. Long rebound goes to Scotty Barnes, his 9th of the game. And he got fouled by Buddy Hield. He got fouled by Buddy Hield on the pass. 4-guard lineup? Yeah, 4-guard lineup and Draymond at the 5. This is probably why Draymond got in that shouting fight with Steve Kerr, last week. Here's RJ Barrett going right down. He missed the layup. He blew it. Way too strong on the attempt. Richard will come back the other way for Golden State. Reset it to Payton. He'll find Draymond in the right corner. Attacking Barnes, throwing it up, drawing a foul. And it's a goaltend as well. Count the bucket. It's an in-1. A shooting foul by Barnes on Draymond. And he goaltended it. So that's an in-1 for Draymond. Barnes with the double foul right there. Fouled Draymond on the way up. And he goaltended it on the way down. So an in-1 opportunity for Draymond to tie this game. The chef to the Rook. Yes, ma'am. All right, Dre. Free throw. His first attempt of the game from the charity strike. And he missed it. It remains a 1-point lead here for Toronto as the rebound goes to RJ Barrett. RJ will have it up top here against Payton. Handed off here to Scotty Barnes. Barnes, deflected pass inside. Walter, kick out. Barrett, 3 is good. Timeout, Golden State. Warriors defense breaking down right there. RJ with the shot. He's got 10 points because of course he does. Because of course he comes back against the Warriors. And of course he plays well. Barrett 4 for 5 for 10 points. Timeout Golden State. They trail it by 4. They trail it by 4. Of course, RJ comes back against us and plays well. Because that always happens to the Warriors and the Lakers. Warriors defense just pitiful right now. 62% shooting for Toronto. Now the Warriors have gone up a bit. They're up to 42% shooting now. But Warriors defense is atrocious. This rotation, 4 guards and Draymond at the center. Now I know Toronto doesn't have Sandro out there. Obviously Pirtle's hurt. I mean, their center right now is Scotty Barnes. But still, with them being small, this is a good opportunity to put Trace out there with Horford, or Trace and Post, Trace and Horford, Post and Horford. Instead, Steve Kerr likes to go 4 guards and Draymond. Like, come on, man. RJ is going off, man. RJ is going off. He's going to play limited minutes tonight. But he is going off right now. Josh will be here tonight, Junior. He'll be here. He'll be back for the Niners and Bears game. Niners and Bears game. Why did he go and get 7 and not gonna play him? Well, he's hurt. Steph is going to be out multiple weeks with a sciatica nerve injury. What's up, Jed Lockett? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's up, dude? Oh, my God. What is going on in this chat right now? Oh, that's just 7-7. They put in Davis and they could break the Raptors off the court. What's up, Bradley? What's up, man? What's up, Roy? Bigs can't really guard guards. So we need bigs slow down on defense. Yeah, but it'd be an opportunity for the Warriors to go big and see how that match up against a smaller lineup. Eagles or Bills? I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles. What is Quickly doing? He ain't doing much. Right now, it's pretty much all Brandon Ingram and RJ Barrett right now for the Toronto Raptors. Damn. Oh, well. Quickly, what? No points, no assists? Jesus, dude. We need rebounds, man. Warriors do need a rebound. Warriors definitely got a rebound here, man. All right. Here comes Golden State. Still the same five out there. Here's Draymond up top. Draymond will attack inside. And he traveled. Oh, goodness gracious, Draymond Green. Travel on Draymond. That's Toronto ball. Warriors with the third turnover of the game. All right, here comes Toronto up court. Here's Grady Dick. He'll hand it off to Scotty Barnes on the right elbow. Barnes will drive, kick it to a wide open RJ. Blocked by Payton. Another block for Gary Payton. His second denial of the game. And then an offensive foul. My God, Warriors. 4 turnovers now for the Warriors. Payton, after getting the block, had a moving screen. Here comes Toronto. Back the other way with the ball. Here's a 3, and that's good by Walter. What are we doing, man? I hate this team. I hate this team with a passion. Come on, dog. Step the fuck up, Warriors. Draymond inside for Steph. Layup is good. Layup is good for Steph. 41-36. Come on, boys. Let's go. This rotation is garbage. And Steve Kerr's rolling with this rotation way too long, man. Here's Walter. Nice handed defense by the Warriors. But it goes to Quickly, who gets wide open and scores. No wonder why Buddy Hield's not getting any minutes. This dude is trash. Here's Draymond. He will float it up in short. My God, dog. Get this rotation off the floor, Steve. Jesus Christ. Richard, nice job up court to knock the ball out of bounds. And finally, Jimmy Butler comes back in the game. My God, Steve Kerr. What goes through this dude's head at times, man? You see a rotation out there struggling. Oh, you know what? No, we're fine. We're fine. Let me keep this rotation out here. We're struggling? No, that's cool. I don't want to win anyways. Let me let this rotation hang to dry. Richard's going to pick up a foul, a shooting foul. Quickly to the line for 2. My God, Steve Kerr, you are ridiculous sometimes, man. Jesus. So Butler checked in for Payton. It's Butler, Draymond, Steph, Hield, and Richard. For Toronto, it's Barrett, Barnes, Quickly, Abaji, and Walter. Quickly, first free throw up and good. His first field point of the night. And it's 44-36. I think anybody could coach better than Steve Kerr at this point, man. Like, jeez, dude. Here's the second free throw. Good by Quickly. 45-36. Steph, we're bringing up the ball here for Golden State. It's a 10-2 run to start the second quarter for Toronto. Golden State almost turned it over again. Buddy Hield will find Jimmy Butler. And the corner bounce pass to Draymond. Draymond up and good. Nice little lay-in there by Draymond Green. All right, great versus Giants lose today. They clinched the #1 pick. All right, thank you for the update, bro. Here's Barnes. He'll kick it up top to Quickly. He'll get a screen Quickly for 3. No good. Draymond Green comes in for the rebound. Here comes Dre back the other way. Hands it off to Steph for 3. Curry! He's got 11 points here in the game. Steph has made 71 straight games with a 3. Here's the kick out. A 3 by Toronto right back. Warriors defense is non-existent tonight. Walter from downtown. Non-existent defense tonight for Golden State. Steph, he will draw a shooting foul. Curry will draw a shooting foul, and he'll go back to the line for 2 free throws. Let's go, Steph. But my God, this Warriors defense. Come on, man. Step up. Warriors are overdue for a new coach. They really are, man. They really are. And hope, goodness gracious, they do get one this offseason. Enough's enough for Steve Kerr, bro. Enough is enough, man. I'd rather have LeBron be our coach at this point. Steph, first free throw's good. He's got 12. 48-42 lead for Toronto. We're going to get some substitutions here. Draymond would check out. Horford would check in. And Moody checks in for Buddy Hield. So it's Butler, Steph, Moody, Horford, and Richard. Ingram and Sancho back in the game for Barnes and Barrett. So it's Ingram, Quickly, Abaji, Sancho, and Walter. Steph makes both free throws, and it's 48-43. Guys, we're 30 likes away from 500. Thank y'all so much. Smack the hell out of that like button, baby. Let's go, man. Let's try to get to 600 likes before halftime. Here's Brandon Ingram. Shot clock to 7. Fadeaway shot is good. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. That was good defense by Butler. Here comes step back the other way. Horford to set a screen. Curry finds a driving Horford. Kick out to Butler in the corner. Butler finds it back to Horford, back to Butler. Butler finds Steph driving. Steph is fouled again. 2 more free throws for Steph coming up. That was a foul by Abaji. Good job by Steph to drive and draw a shooting foul. 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th and 5th free throw attempts of the night for Steph Curry. Definitely a little bit of a better rotation here for Golden State. 3 guards, a forward, and a center in there for the Warriors. Steph, first free throw is good. 50-44. What's up, Alcoholic? Looks like you're going to win a championship. Let's go, bro. Hell yeah. How you doing, man? How you doing? Steph, second free throw is good. And it's 50-45. 14 fouls now on Toronto. So 1 more puts the Warriors in the bonus. 1 more and the Warriors go in the bonus. Here is Quickly up top. Against Pods, excuse me. Quickly. His floater rims out. Pods with the rebound. Here he comes back the other way with a screen by Horford. Pods to Horford. Pump fakes. Drives. Attacks. Layup. No. Butler the putback. Butler the putback. And we got a 3-point game. There you go, Andre. Congrats, bro. Here's Quickly. Hands it off to Sancho in the left elbow against Horford. Finds it to Ingram. Wide open. 3 misses. Horford the rebound. Here comes Steph back the other way. Curry gets a screen by Horford. Steph kicks out the Pods. Pods attacks Walter. Pump fakes. Up and under. And 1. Brody Pajetsky. A chance to tie the game at the line. Let's go. Nice up and under by Pods. That also puts the Warriors in the bonus with 5:59 to go here in the first half. Beautiful for Brandon Pajetsky. Steph would take a seat. Curry would take a seat. Will Richard back into the game for Steph Curry. And timeout Toronto. Timeout Toronto. We got a 1-point game. Much better rotation from Steve Kerr. That rotation to start the second quarter was garbage. This rotation, a lot better. What's up, Matthew Dahl? What's up, bro? How's it going, man? Where is Post? Corey Post played amazing in that first quarter. Post was what? Post had 8 points. We better see him play. He only played 6 minutes. I swear to God, If Steve Kerr only plays post to start the first and third quarters, I am going to go to Toronto and single-handedly strangle him. Oh, excuse me. Gosh, man. Steve Kerr is so annoying with these rotations, bro. So annoying. Kerr does like playing four guards, but Warriors playing a lot better here in the middle of this quarter. They're attacking. They're getting fouls from Steph. Jimmy's drawing fouls. Pod's drawing fouls. You're in the bonus. With 5:59 to go. You have to take advantage of it. You have to take advantage of it. Kerr needs a I would slap him with a fish. I'd gladly slap him with a fish. The paint defense is super weak. It is. That's expected, and the Warriors don't run in big rotations. What's up, Compton? What's up, bro? Rocha, I survived. Who'd you take, Yvette? Who'd you take? You got 1 week left. 1 week left. Why won't this dude play TDD and Santos? Because it's Steve Kerr, man. This dude has no idea what he's doing. I wish he'd just admit that. He'd be like, listen, I have no idea what I'm doing as a head coach. I'm just out there. You took the Jags. Good job, Yvette. Good job. This should be Jimmy's show. Well, Jimmy did play well. Drew some fouls in that first quarter. He's, 2 for 5? But he did draw a couple fouls. Dude, Zion said I love Horford. I am loving Horford's energy. Horford has been phenomenal for the Warriors over his last 7 to 8 games. Really looking like Al Horford. He's played great defense here tonight. Great defense. All right, Brzezinski out of the timeout by Toronto will be at the line to tie the ball game at 50. We got 500 likes. Thank y'all so much. Keep smacking that like. Hit that sub button. Hey, the more likes we get, a better chance the Warriors will win today's game. Pods ties the game at 50. So smack that like button, y'all. Let's get the 600 likes. Let's get the 600 likes before halftime. Let's do it. All right, here's Scotty Barnes. Stolen away by Will Richard. And the rookie's going to slam it. And just like that, the Warriors take the lead. I guess all it took is for me to call their asses out. Warriors take the lead just like that. Here's Grady Dick. Wide open 3 misses. Al Horford with the rebound. Pods finds Jimmy left elbow. He'll get a screen. Attack. Float. And miss it. But dunk it. Butler knew he missed it. He followed his own shot. Dunked it in, and the Warriors hit it by 4. Toronto timeout again? Yeah, Toronto calls timeout again. It's an 11-0 run for Golden State. 11-0 run for the Golden State Warriors right now. Kind of fitting that Steve Kerr takes out that rotation. And look what happens. Timeout Toronto, 11-0 run for the Warriors, and they lead it by 4. I'm the good luck charm. Ever since I joined the Warriors, look better. Well, don't leave, Bradley. Don't leave, man. Let's go. Jimmy being aggressive tonight. The more aggressive Butler is, the better the Warriors are as a team. Aggressive Jimmy is the best Jimmy Butler, man. And look where it is right now. Warriors stepping up on defense now a little bit more. Toronto's shooting percentage is going down. It's under 60. Now it's at 50%. And the Warriors' shooting percentage has gone up to 50%. So Toronto starting to miss some shots. Warriors are making theirs. So let's go. Smack that like, yo. 50 likes away from 600. That's our goal here at halftime. Let's shatter that. Let's see if we can get to 700 likes. Thank y'all for joining. Oh, Well, they come back mid-play. That's a steal by the Warriors, and Potts loves it for Richard. A 13-0 run for Golden State. Wow, they literally came back as the Warriors got a steal. That was a quick timeout. Ingram finally scored for Toronto. That ends a 13-0 run for Golden State. 4:40 to go in the first half. Here's Jimmy Butler with Podge, Richard, Post, and Moody. Good to see Post back out there. Had really good minutes in that first quarter. Post, right elbow, hand off to Pajenski. Podge back to Post. Post, backs down Sandro, lost the ball. Here comes Toronto back the other way. Shed with the floater up and good. Just like that, 4-0 run here for Toronto. Here's Jimmy Butler. He'll get a screen by Post. Butler drives down the lane. Layup good for Jimmy Butler. Taking over this game here for Golden State. What's up, D2? What's up, bro? Here is Brandon Ingram. Backs down Moses Moody inside the paint. Ingram up and under. Blocked by Moody. And then Moody saved it right to Barnes. And Barnes threw it right to Ingram. Oh, Moody would have been better off just letting that ball go out of bounds. But good effort there, nonetheless, by Moody. Butler finds Rich in the corner. Bounce pass inside for Moody. Moody is blocked from behind. Gets his own rebound. Put back. Rims out. Oof, not a good game for Moses. Here's Ingram. Here we'll have it and hand off to Sandro. Sandro inside for Barnes. Blocked by Post. Got it back and put it in. And just like that, Toronto ties the game. That's a 6-2 run now for the Toronto Raptors. 3:05 to go here in the first half. Here's Richard for three. That's no good, and Toronto can take the lead. Here comes Dick, and an offensive foul on Shed. Podge drew the offensive foul. Shed threw the pass behind his back to Dick, and it kind of just shoved Podge down to the ground. That's a Toronto turnover. And here comes Dre and Steph back in the game. Toronto now with 7 turnovers so far here tonight. Guys, we're 30 likes away from 600. Smack that like button if you want the Warriors to win. If you're a Raptors fan, smack that like button if you want the Raptors to win. Let's go. Step back in the game with Dre, Pods, Richard, and Butler. Took out Post real quick. Steph, kick out. Butler, three, short. And a rebound by Barrett, Barrett, we're bringing it up court attacking Steph. Steph knocked out a bounce off of Barrett. Good defense by Steph. 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. Here comes Golden State. Back the other way, tied up at 58. That rhymed. Pods. Driving, hands off to Dre. Three, got it! It's all over, folks. It's all over. It's all fun and games till Draymond hits a three. Trey Mundo. And it's 61-58 Golden State. Here's Barnes backing down Pods, going inside and one. Don't know what Pods was doing right there to slap down. But in one here coming up for Scotty Barnes to retie the game. Yo, Mike Witt with a 10. Rocha. After last night, there's a lot of Packers fans saying the Packers are one and done, that LaFleur should be fired. What is everybody's thoughts on that? I don't think that's a good idea. If y'all let LaFleur go, he'll be picked up within a week, man. You guys are just dealing with a lot of injuries. It happens, unfortunately, man. He's a good coach. And we've seen that. He's made the playoffs damn near every year as a head coach, man. I think that would be a terrible idea for your Packers. Terrible. What do you think about that, Mike? Thank you for the 10, bro. Thank you so much. As Toronto ties up the game at 61. 2 minutes? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Dre up top. Finds Pods left elbow back to Draymond. Inside for Butler. Help back down R.J. Barrett. Here, kick it out to Dre. Three again. Yes! Back-to-back threes for Draymond Green. It's double over, folks. Ooh, Butler almost got a steal. Ingram finds the open Barrett. He's way off, and Steph with the rebound. 1:27 to go here in the. Whoa, why did that go away? That was weird. Steph to against Abaji, heads off to Butler. To Draymond. Dre inside for Curry. What a pass, but Curry missed. Oh, Steph missed. Ingram for three. That's no good. Abaji puts it home. Oh, that's a massive 4-point swing right there. Draymond. Pass inside for Steph, and he's blocked by Barnes. Steph, come on, bro. Here comes Ingram back the other way. Out to Quickly. He missed it, and a rebound by Richard. Warriors get lucky right there. They're up by one with 39 seconds to go. Butler will have it on the right elbow screen by Pods. Butler would take a bump. No call, he missed it. Richard got the rebound, resets it. Draymond three. What was he doing? They reset the shot clock and he threw it up like there was no shot clock. Here is Ingram. He'll hold it here with a 4-second interval between game and shot clock. Thank you, mods. Ingram against Richard. B.I. spins, goes up, short, rebound, good. Bro, we are allowing way too many rebounds. Draymond, out court for Butler. Butler, three, at the horn. It's short. And it's 65-64 Toronto. The Warriors allowed way too many offensive boards in that half. Way too many. The Warriors were just standing there. Am I supposed to get this rebound? Oh, wait, I am. Oh, wait, there's a play. Oh, it's a Toronto player. Oh, it's a bucket. Warriors were literally just standing there. Menacingly. No. Warriors were just standing there watching Toronto get 3 consecutive offensive rebounds and putbacks. Oh, wait, am I supposed to get that? Draymond, what are you doing, dog? All right, 65-64 lead for Toronto at halftime. Warriors finished the first quarter strong. Toronto finishes the second quarter strong. The Warriors can clean up, giving up second chance opportunities. They're being shape in this game. Play a little bit better defense. Their shooting's all right. They've had some unlucky breaks in this game. Golden State has had some unlucky breaks in this game when it's shooting. A lot of shots in and out, barely missing, just tough. Anyways, we're here at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Smack that like, hit that sub button. We got 600 likes. That was our goal before halftime, and we hit it. At 1,000 likes, Afro Rocha comes out to play, and the Warriors might need him today. Let's go. Mike Weir with a $10 donation. I don't know. He's a good coach, but I do wonder if his era version of if this era is Tony Dungy. Good enough to get to the playoffs, but not good enough to go anywhere winning the playoffs. Well, I mean, Tony Dungy did win a Super Bowl. But I get it, Mike. I get it. That's right. He has gone to the playoffs almost every year and has lost, couple championship games, divisional wild card. So we'll see what happens with you guys. Mike, thank you so much for the $10 donation, bro. Thank you. All right. I'm about to go over the halftime box score, ladies and gentlemen. About to go over the halftime box score here. And as I do, make sure you guys smack that like, hit that sub button. Let's see the tail of the tape here for the first half. All right, let's go. So, Raptors shooting 55%. At one point, they were at 71%. Golden State shooting 43%. So that dipped. Warriors were at 50%, and it dipped all the way back down to 43 to end that quarter. Warriors, Toronto 38% from downtown. Golden State's 40%. Free throws, Warriors have only missed 1 on 13 attempts. Toronto's missed 2 on 7 attempts. Oh, whoops. Turnovers, 6. 6, 7 for the turnovers. 6 for the Warriors, 7 for Toronto. And in rebounds, 27 for Toronto, 23 for Golden State. All right, let's go to the individual box score here. For the Warriors, let's start off with the starters. It's 12 points for Jimmy Butler with 3 rebounds and 4 assists, so he's been pretty good. Especially getting to the line, he has, 4 free throws? Feels like more. Draymond, he's 4 for 9, 10 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Post, he's got 8 points in 8 minutes. Steph's got 15, 3 and 2. He's got, 5 free throws here tonight. Moody, no points, 4 rebounds, no assists. Of course. Off the bench for the Warriors, Al Horford, he's been good in his minutes. He's got 4 points and 3 rebounds. Payton's got 2 points and 2 assists. Potts has got 6 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. And Will Richard, how about Richard? 7 points and 5 rebounds for the rookie. So that's 13, 17, 19 points off the bench for Golden State. All right, let's go down to the Raptors, shall we? Brandon Ingram, he's got 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. RJ Barrett's got 10, 5, and 3. Scotty Barnes, 9 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. He's on pace for a triple-double here tonight. Quickly's got 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Abaji with 8 points and 3 rebounds and an assist. And off the bench, everybody scored 7 for Sandro, 2 for Shed, 9 for Walter with 2 assists, and 4 for Grady Dick. So that's 13, 21, 23 points off the bench for the Toronto Raptors. All right, let's go to the advanced team stats here. Look at that. 6 offensive rebounds for Toronto, but 3 of them came right at the last minute and a half of that quarter. 3 of those 6 came at the end of that half. The Warriors, 8 offensive rebounds. Second chance points, man, have been killing for Golden State. Total turnovers, 6 to 7 in favor of the Raptors. Warriors are giving off 10 points off their 6 turnovers. Raptors are giving up 9 off their 7. Fast break points, 11 to 5 in favor of Toronto. Points in the paint, 34-22. 34-22 in favor of the Toronto Raptors. So Warriors getting killed inside the paint with second chance opportunities, offensive rebounds, drives, free throws, all of it. So Warriors are getting killed there. So there you go, guys and gals. This is your halftime box score. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'm going to keep the Warriors up for you guys. Hit that like. Smash that sub. 80 likes or wait for 700. Thank y'all so much, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. What's up, PJ? Shut your Jimmy Wang Yang ass up, bro. Jimmy Wang Yang was a god, dude. I remember that dude. I remember that dude, man. He was fun. That was a fun wrestler. But what's up, Peach? How you doing, bro? Hopefully our defense can step up here in the second half, man. All right, guys. Today's stream is sponsored by the Sleeper app. Yes, the #1 growing sports app out there for fantasy sports. Daily fantasy sports, live in-game updates, and live in-game scores, guys. I got a couple of great promotions going on. Go check them out. First of all you have to do is just sign up, and you get a free $20 entry. That's it. Just by simply signing up, you get a free $20 entry. No deposit required. But if you already have an account, you've already used that, well, no problem. Get a 100% match up to $100 using the code FURY. Using that code FURY, 100% match. You put $1, $100, they will match you with exactly what you put in, up to $100. So guys, go check them out, and shout out to them for sponsoring our stream. Here we go. All right, let's see the Warriors defense can step up in the second half, man. It was a little bit better in that second quarter. It was definitely a little bit better in that second quarter. But they can lock in on defense. They can win this game. There's no doubt about that. I'm hungover. I went to a party last night, but I'm ready to watch this game and then the Niners tonight. Let's go, Peach. Let's go, man. I am lucky enough. This Warrior game is on right now, and it's keeping my nerves at a minimum. But as soon as this game is over and I end the stream, we get ready for the stream tonight, those nerves are going to be through the roof, man. Through the absolute roof. Warriors need to start climbing up the standings. They do. They need to go on a run. Go make that trade for Trey Murphy, for Giannis, whatever. And go on a run, man. Did I wash my hands? I did wash my hands. Here, look. Smell them. Think the Warriors should take Post out of lineup, put Al on 11 his energy. Post has been fine. Post has been fine. I know lately he's been struggling to shoot, but tonight Post has been fine, man. I think Al Horford's perfect off the bench. It can limit his minutes. We don't need him playing a whole lot of minutes right now till the postseason. Play Buddy Hield, not TJD. Well, there is no Melton tonight. He's out due to being a back-to-back. But yeah, Trey's not getting any minutes tonight. Now, I know this is a smaller team without Jakob Poeltl, but maybe you could put in Trace for some energy in the second half, especially defensively. Trace has been so good defensively for the Warriors lately. Only way to win if Kerr plays Santos and Trace. So let's see if we see either one of those in the second half. That rotation that started the second quarter was so bad. And Steve Kerr left it out there for damn near 4 minutes, man. And then literally right after that, we went on a 13-0 run. Steve Kerr just one a coach that knows how to do rotations, man. I want a coach who knows how to run a rotation, man. It's annoying. They should play JK. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Kuminga hardly for the Warriors unless it's hurt or a bunch of players out. We're probably not going to see him, and then he'll just get traded. If Sean wins in the basketball league, Josh should be 2 games back at 3-7. Nice. Okay, resume. Bales just did some BS. What's the score in that game? Is it 0-0? Of course. I need that to be a high-scoring game, and it's 0-0. I hate fantasy. We can always count on Steve Kerr to ruin our hopes. For real, I hate the Flowers. Pajinski's a down for this Warrior team along with Kerr. I mean, Potts played pretty well lately. Potts is really getting that stock up, man. I mean, he's 2 for 3 tonight. He's got 6 points. Bills fumbled and the ball went backwards like 30 yards. What the heck? Oh, Buffalo. Come on, man. Go Warriors with our backroom. Guys, we are 30. No. We are 50 likes away from 700. Let's get to 800 likes here in the third quarter. Smack that like. Let's go. Hey, Dub Nation, if you wanted the Warriors to win, hit that like button. Let's see that go up. Let's see how many likes we can get, so I know how many Dub Nation fans we have in here and how many people want the Warriors to win today. If I could make a trade, would I go for it? Trey Murphy or Giannis? Those are my top two. I'll take Nick Claxton, but Trey or Giannis. If we're going to go all in, go for Giannis. If we want to keep some people, go for Trey Murphy. There we go. Yeah, we got about 20 likes already. There we go. Thank y'all so much. Hey, any Toronto fans, hit that like button. See if y'all can win the second half against us. Warriors looking to make it 4 in a row here. Warriors looking to make it 4 in a row. Warriors will be playing again tomorrow night against the Brooklyn Nets. We will be live for that game. Al Horford will not play tomorrow night because he played tonight, but Milton will be back tomorrow for the Warriors. You've been a fan since Clifford Ray? Daniel, you've been a fan forever, man. What's up, bro? Welcome on in, man. Michael Porter Jr., he's having a hell of a year for Brooklyn, man. We'll see him tomorrow night. We'll see Michael Porter Jr. tomorrow night. It's along with Cam Thomas, who's back. That dude put up 30 points in his return yesterday off the bench. Man, Warriors were shooting 50% halfway through that second quarter. And it went down all the way to 43%. Oof. Michael, the possession ends now. Porter Jr., yeah? All right, guys, here we go. Second half's about to begin. And we're 40 likes away from 700. Thank you all so much. Let's go. All right, Raptors will start the ball here for the second half of this ball game. And it'll be Ingram, Barrett, Barnes, Quickly, and Abaji. Here is Quickly. Up top, here against Moody. Hands it off to Brandon Ingram against Steph. Backs down Curry on top of the key with 7 to shoot. Double team pass to Barnes. Barnes up top to Quickly. To the corner. Abaji for 3. Rims out. Butler with the rebound. The Warriors can take the lead. Steph, Moody, Butler, Draymond in post to start the second half. I do remember Latrine Speedwell. Draymond, 3, short, rebounded by Quickly. And Abaji will take it up court. Draymond has 2 threes today. Don't let me forget about donating those memberships for Draymond's 3. Moody almost pickpocketed Quickly. That ball will go out of bounds. Don't let me forget about those Draymond 3s. And we're going to challenge. Warriors were challenged, although Moody, I don't think Moody likes to challenge. The face on Moody was like, why are we challenging this? So we'll see. It's a Warriors challenge. Timeout by the Warriors to challenge it. All right, now I can donate those memberships. So, guys who wants a membership, I owe 2 for the Draymond 3s. So who wants a membership, y'all? Who wants a membership in the chat? I'll donate 2 of them right now. I bet you already have one. Asia, you already have one. All right, let's see. So for every Draymond 3 this year, who's ever streaming the Warriors, we'll get the membership. All right, here comes the first one. As we're in a challenge here with the Warriors. Calling the floor as a ball to bounce off of Moody, and the Warriors are challenging it. Yo, Cube 6'5". Welcome to the memberships. Thanks for the Draymond 3. All right. One more membership coming up, y'all. One more membership coming up. All right, there we go. Let's see who's going to go to. It will go to Al Money 2319. Welcome. Thanks to the Draymond Green second three. So there we go, guys. And again, we're in a timeout here, challenged by the Warriors. Calling the floor as a ball to bounce off of Moody. And the Warriors are challenging to see if it went off for Toronto. Guys, we're 30 likes away from 700. Thank y'all so much. Hey, let's get to 700 during this challenge. What do you guys think? You think we could get there? Hit that like button. Let's get to 700 likes during this challenge. We're less than 40 likes away. Tonight we're doing the Bears and Niners game, Daniel. Bears and Niners game tonight. How do you get a membership? It has to be gifted. The random. Let's see. All right. Call is uphill to Warriors. That was a terrible challenge. I don't know why we challenged that. That was a terrible challenge. The Warriors out of challenges for the rest of the game. Dumb challenge, man. Absolute dumb challenge. Like, even Moody was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we challenging this? All right, so 4 timeouts remain for Golden State. No challenges for the rest of the game. Are you doing the Monday game? We are doing Warriors and Nets tomorrow night. Warriors and Nets tomorrow night. Here's Ingram for 3, no good. Rebound, Dre, and he keeps it in bounds. Woof. Dre keeps it in bounds. Here comes Steph back the other way. Steph for 3. Curry and 1. Curry and 1. Thought they were going to call offensive foul. Steph Curry from downtown and the foul. A 4-point play opportunity for Steph. 4-point play. 6-7 for the Warriors. RJ Barrett on the shooting foul. Steph can make this a 3-point lead for the Warriors. Let's go. Curry now with 18 points here tonight. 18 points tonight. 6-7. There we go. Yeah. Drop those emotes, channel members. Drop those 6-7 emotes in the chat. And guys, we're less than 20 likes away from 700. Thank y'all. Let's see how close we get to 700 likes. Let's do it. There we go. Yeah, there's those emotes. Heck yeah. Warriors challenge was unsuccessful. Big Chin. It was unsuccessful. Steph, free throw good. 68-65 lead for the Warriors. Steph's now got 19 tonight. Here's Quickly up court. Hands it off to RJ. RJ hands it to Baji. Back to Quickly. He will attack post. Lost the ball out of bounds. It's a Toronto turnover. Golden State basketball. Golden State basketball. Here comes Steph back the other way. Curry left elbow, hand off to Dre. Back to Steph, over the Moody. Moody finds it to Butler in the right corner. Butler attacks Barrett. Butler up and under layup. No, rebound good. And 1. Jimmy follows his own shot and draws the foul. A chance at a 3-point play for Jimmy Butler. Foul again by RJ Barrett. He picks up 2 quick fouls here. And it's his second of the game. So back-to-back in ones for Steph and Jimmy. Free throw is good and the Warriors up by 6. Much good start to the second half for Golden State. Butler 15-5-4 tonight. Here is Barnes. On the right elbow, hand off to Barrett. RJ with a crossover against post. He'll go inside, attack him. Good defense by post, but another offensive rebound by the Toronto Raptors. Abaji with the rebound in the putback. Gotta corral the rebounds, man. Here's a bad pass by Draymond. A steal by Barnes, and quickly scores just like that. 69 for Toronto. Nice. And just like that, Warriors lead back down to 2. Just right when I was complimenting the Warriors. Oh, what a great start. Here's Steph inside. Kick out Draymond. Wide open 3. Hits again. The third 3 of the night for Draymond Green. Treymundo. He's got 13 points. And the Warriors are in double-digit splashes with 10. Here comes Toronto. Here's Barnes. Kick out. Corner 3 for RJ. It's an air ball. He airballed it. Steph. Pass inside for Butler. Finds post. Kick out Draymond. 3. Yes. Are you serious? That's 4 threes for Draymond Green. Timeout Toronto. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. And the Warriors up by 8 thanks to 4 threes for Draymond Green. Holy Draymond. Are you serious right now, man? Let's go. Timeout Toronto. There you go, man. Why is it 2? Smack that like button. We just hit 700 likes. Hit that like button like Draymond Green are hitting those threes, baby. Holy smokes. I owe more gifted for the Draymond threes. I'll gift them here in a little bit. Wow. Golden State outscoring the Raptors 13-4. 13-4 here in the third quarter. Much better for the Golden State Warriors offensively and defensively. Let's go. Draymond Green, man. Here's 4 for 8 from downtown. If you like that, hit that like button, hit that sub button, baby. Let's go. Draymond's lost his mind for real. Jeez. Bang, 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 baby. This is a good lineup. Yes, this has been a great lineup. Moody, Stat, Post, Draymond, Butler. We need to rock with it more, man. Can we get a Draymond heat check? I'm sure we're gonna. I'm sure we're gonna get a Draymond heat check out of this timeout. No doubt in my mind we're gonna get that Draymond heat check. Extend the lead. Yes, good job by the Warriors to get the lead and extend the lead here in this quarter. Holy crap, Draymond. Draymond turned it back to 2016 for real, dude. He was such a good three-point shooter in 2016. I mean, look at that Game 7. Draymond would have won MVP. The Warriors would have beat the Cavs in 2017. Or 2016, excuse me. But yeah, as Tristan Allen says, let's see if the Warriors can keep it up. Let's see if Golden State can keep it up. We've seen Warriors go on runs like this and then kind of just stop doing what's working. Let's see if they can keep this up. He hasn't lost his mind, says Jet. Dre's on point. Fire it up. Warriors. All right, out of the timeout, here comes Toronto up court with Quickly. He'll have it on a switch against Draymond and pass it up here, right elbow for Walter. Walter finds it back to Quickly. Inside for Ingram. Stolen away by Moses Moody. Great play by Moses. Here comes Steph the other way against Ingram. Behind the back pass to Butler. Butler attacks, drives, and fouled. Fouled by Scotty Barnes. And 2 free throws for Jimmy Butler coming up. Good defense leads to good offense. And more free throws for Jimmy Butler. Let's go, bro. Pat Spencer has not made an appearance tonight so far. All right, Jimmy to the line for 2. First one up and good. 78-69. Guys, Josh will be back tonight for the Bears and Niner game. Bears and Niners game. Josh will be back tonight. Butler makes both. And the Warriors with the biggest lead of the night at 10. All right, inbounds here for Toronto. They got Ingram, Barnes, Quickly, Abachi, and Walter out there. Still Steph, Draymond, Post, Moody, and Butler for the Warriors. Ingram, kick out, Quickly for three. It's off the back iron. And now loose ball fell on Quentin Post. Loose ball fell on Post going up for the rebound. Is Seth going to play? Seth Curry is out for at least 2 weeks. He got evaluated today. He's got a sciatica nerve injury, so he's out at least 2 weeks. Here's Ingram to the corner for Abaji. Finds Barnes. Jumps out of a post is short. Rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Here comes Jimmy back the other way. Head off the step. To Butler. Attacking. Passing the post. Kick out Draymond. Moody. Draymond. Drives. Down the lane. And scores! 15 for Draymond Green. It's a 17-4 run for the Warriors. A 17-4 run. Here's a floater, no good by Quickly, but it draws a shooting foul. Draws a shooting foul on the Warriors. And 2 free throws coming up for Emmanuel Quickly. How about Draymond? He is 7 for 13, making 18 points for Draymond Green here tonight. How about that? Quickly, first one up and good. 81-70 Golden State. Any Moody who starts scoring, he's been playing really good defense. Hasn't been much of a factor offensively, but he's been rebounding and playing really good defense here tonight. Damn, Rozier. Oh, he picked up Dre. Wow. Quickly will make both 71-81. Lead for Golden State. Steph will bring it up court. Oh, Curry. We'll have it against Abaji. We'll have it on the left elbow here. Gets a screen by Richard who checked in. Steph, off the bank, good. Curry, he's got 21 points tonight. 21 points for Steph. Here's Abaji in the corner. Pump fakes, attacks, kicks out. And there was a foul by Draymond before the pass. Foul on Dre. That's his first of the game. How about that? Nice little jump shot there. So, Richard checked in for Butler. And now Pod checks in for Moody. Or, no, Pod checks in here for Post. So, it's Pod's, Richard, Moody, Steph, and Draymond. And it's Ingram, Barnes, Quickly, Abaji, and Walter. Walter might have a career night against the Warriors. He scores again. 83-73 Golden State. Nice crossover by Steph. Tough jump shots off the back iron. Fight for the rebound, and it goes to Scotty Barnes. Here is Walter inside for Barnes. Kick out Quickly. 3. Here comes Toronto. Here comes Toronto. It's another 4-guard lineup for Golden State. 4-guard lineup for the Golden State Warriors. We saw how last time happened, and Steve Kerr's got to call a timeout. What is Steve Kerr doing with these 4-guard lineups? Last time the Warriors had a 4-guard lineup, Toronto went on a, 7-0 run. Timeout Golden State, they're down to 3. Each team now with 3 timeouts. 6:26 to go here in the third quarter. I just don't get this dude, man. The Warriors look so good with 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center out there. And then he puts a 4-guard lineup, and right away Toronto goes on a 5-0 run. In an instant, puts a 4-guard lineup out there. Toronto goes on a 5-0 run. This lineup right now should be, I would say, should be Steph, Pods, Moody, Draymond, and in a center. Either Post, Trace, or Horford. I would take Richard out or Moody out and putting in a center. I'm fine with it. Look at Toronto. They have 3 guards and 2 forwards. I'm cool with that. But 4 fucking guards, man. My goodness. But Warriors still up by 7. They'll have the inbounds here. Let's see if they can score. Guys, we're 50 likes away from 800. Over 2,300 in the chat. Let's get over 800 likes. At 1,000 likes, Afro Rocha comes out to play. And Dub Nation, he is really great luck for the Warriors. So let's get to 1,000 likes. Hit that like button. Like Draymond's knocking down those threes today, baby. Let's go. All right, Steve stays with the same rotation. Ugh, Steve. Jesus, bro. All right, Paul, the inbounds 11 to shoot. Finds Draymond in the right corner. Finds a backdoor Steph Curry. And 1! Steph, the field goal in the foul. Foul by Abaji. A late foul call, but it's an N1. Another N1 for Steph Curry here tonight. Beautiful. Steph faked like he was going for a screen. Went backdoor at Abaji. Hit it from behind. Pause. All right, Steph. N1. Got it. 86-76 lead for Golden State. Here comes Toronto back the other way at the ball. It's quickly Ingram, Abaji, Sanjo, and Walter. Quickly hands it off here to Ingram. Against Mooney. Tries down the baseline. And offensive foul on Ingram. Put that elbow into Mooney. Call it a turnover. And it's Warriors basketball. Excuse me. Let's go. 4-game winning streak? Let's hope. Steph, screen by Draymond. Curry thought about it. Steph, pump fakes. Curry, 3, fouled! Steph fouled again! Holy crap, Steph is getting the whistle tonight! That's 3 free throws for Curry coming up. Another foul on Abaji. Yep, got right into Steph's shooting motion. 3 free throws for Steph. And the Warriors going to the bonus. With 5:57 to go here in the third quarter. Yeah, I know he does, Razier. That's tough, bro. First one good for Steph. 2 more coming up. Let's go, Steph. Finally getting a damn whistle. I find it crazy that South Gardner managed to be on a 1-17 and 1-6 in the same season. He could have the #1 pick by himself this year, I saw that graphic. Second one good for Steph. 1 more coming up for Curry. Elijah, I don't want 80 to the Warriors. I don't. I really don't. Steph free throws. All 3 are made. Curry's got 27 points. Or 27 for Steph here tonight. Or today. Here's Ingram. Warriors up by 13. Hands it off here. Ingram to quickly. Resets it up top here against Richard. Crosses over. Attacks. And draws a shooting foul. Nice little quick move by Quickly. He'll draw the foul on Richard to go to the line for 2. That was a disgusting move by Emmanuel Quickly. They're finally giving him calls for Steph, right, man? Finally. Where's Ingram? Not playing so hard here in the third quarter. Ingram 6 for 15 tonight. 6 for 15 for Brandon Ingram. Quickly, first one is good. 89-77 Golden State. 4 fouls on the Warriors, so 1 more foul and Toronto will be in the bonus. Yo, Moose! Not go with the 2. Holy Holly Hoops. Moose, thank you for the 2, bro. Appreciate you, man. Holy Holly Hoops. Holy Holly Hoops. Love it. Thank you, bro. Steph, 3. No good. Oh, man, I thought that was going in. Here comes a rebound for Toronto. Back the other way, trailing by 11. Quickly, pump fakes. Pump fakes again. Stolen away by Draymond. He tried to kick it out to the corner. Here's Steph. Deflected pass finds the hands of Pods. Pods resets it to Draymond Green. Dre trying to direct traffic. Finds Curry backdoor. Another backdoor cut for Steph. He's got 29. 29 points for Steph Curry here today. Choker Joe should be back here tonight for the Bears and Niner game. Here's quickly, wide open, 3 is good. Somebody lost to the defendant quickly from downtown. Come on, can't be laying up on defense now, Dubs. Here's Pods the other way, 4:34 to go in the third. Pods were handed off to Draymond and fights at the Steph. Steph's got shed all over him. Curry out. Moody, 3, short. Richard tries to get the rebound, saves it in bounds. Oh, it went over the backboard, so it's out of bounds off the Warriors. Out of bounds off the Warriors. Good try by Richard, but it's saying that the ball went over the backboard, which is out of bounds. All right, some substitutions coming up here for the Golden State Warriors. Jesus, Alex. All right, it's going to be Butler, Steph, Horford, Pods, and Richard for the Warriors. Shed, quickly, Sandro, Walter, and Shed out there. Here's a missed shot by the Raptors. Warriors at the rebound. Pods down court. Had a wide open lane and scored. Toronto did not get back on defense. So it's Ingram, quickly, Sandro, Shed, and Walter. Pods now with 6 points here tonight. Here is Walter getting around Steph, kicking it out to the corner. Sandro for 3 is no good. Rebound by Richard. Here comes Jimmy Butler back the other way. Butler will have it on the right elbow. He's got Shed on him, looking for a pass. Crosses over, looking for maybe a drive now. Shed picks him up nicely. Bounce pass, finds Steph. Step back, jump shot is short. Rebound goes to Sandro. He does not have the numbers up court. It's a 1-on-3. Drives anyways. Denied by Horford out of bounds. The second block of the night for Al Horford. Guys, hit that like button. Like Horford's hitting those blocks. We're 10 likes away from 800. Appreciate y'all joining here today. All right, here's an inbounds for Barnes. Gets right around Jimmy Butler. Nice move, the score. 93-83 lead for the Warriors. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, excuse me. Steph checked out. Payton checked in for Golden State. So Steph on the bench. Here's Butler attacking Barnes down the baseline, finding Richard, and Richard draws a shooting foul. Nice find there by Butler. Find the rookie, and the rookie will go to the line for 2 free throws. Let's go. What's this lineup? It's Butler, Horford, Payton, Pods, Richard. See, I don't mind a 3-guard lineup with the forward and the center out there. I don't mind this lineup for Golden State. Same thing with the Raptors. They got 3 guards, a forward, and, well, 2 forwards, but a center in Sandro. We just hit 800 likes. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for 800 likes. Let's go. All right, Richard, as we're cleaning up the court here a little bit, we'll go to the line eventually. Let's put in GP2. Great defense, been rebounding, working hard. He's had some nice games recently. K. He's had some nice games, and he's had a good game here tonight. Richard will rim in the free throw. 94-83 Golden State. It'd be a good day. Dubs win. Niners make roadkill with the Bears. I hope. I'm getting nervous for that game already. Richard, free throws are good. 95-83 Golden State. And Josh will be back for that game tonight, guys. Josh will be live for that game with me. We'll be live for that game. Here's Shed being fouled by Pods and putting it in. Pods was all over the back of Shed, fouled him. Shed put it in, and he'll get an in-one opportunity. And now that will put Toronto into the bonus. A double bonus. Stay in the third quarter. Put in Ingram. Ingram has not had a good game so far, Andrew. Ingram has not had a good game so far. N1 is good. 95-86. Here comes Golden State. Richard for three. Short. Payton. The putback on the dunk. GP2 dunks it in. 97-86. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Shed finds Barnes wide open. Dick for three. It's no good. Barnes the offensive rebound and the putback. 97-88 lead. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Butler to Richard inside. Richard finds a pass out to Payton over the Pods. Pods to Butler. Up top, Horford for three. Got it! Al Horford gives the Warriors triple digits. Warriors first to 100 here tonight. Al Horford with the splash. And a steal, almost a steal by the Warriors. Good defense there. Payton poked it away. Went off the hands of Horford out of bounds. 11 to shoot here for Toronto. Bro, how about Al Horford? Pretty good tonight, man. A couple of blocks. Only got 4 points? No way. Horford's got 7. 7 points for Horford. Payton almost got another steal. Deflected the Shed. His floater's no good. Tries to save the rebounds, and it'll be out of bounds. Could not save it in bounds. Warriors basketball. Over is starting to look good right now. It's all right. Right now we're at 188. All right, it was 226. Here's Pajensky. He'll have the ball and an offensive foul on Butler. Offensive foul on Butler as he shoved the defender Barnes to the ground. So that'll be a Warrior turnover. 1:10 to go in the third. Warriors lead it by 12. 188. Hey, we hit our goal of 800 likes. Let's see how close we can get to 900 likes here before the end of the quarter. Let's see how close we get to 900 likes. All right, 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Here's Sandro. Passes out to Barnes. Scotty inside for Walter, and Walter will draw a shooting foul on Richard. 53 seconds to go. 2 shots for Walter coming up. What does this dude average? This dude averages 5 points a game, and he's about to have 13 if he can make both of these. Of course. There we go, guys. Now you're hitting our like button. 50 likes away for 900. That is awesome. First free throw good for Walter. Need quickly 2 more rebounds. I need him to get a couple more assists. And Walter makes both. 190 lead for Golden State. Trey Moe inbounded here to Gary Payton. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Payton slipping and lost the ball. And it's a dunk by Walter. What are you doing, Gary? Come on, bro. What the fuck was that? Butler will inbounds the ball, and he'll give it off to Richard, who gives it back to Butler. Don't ever let Payton bring the ball up ever again. Butler, he turns it over. 3-on-2. Barnes, blocked by Payton. Dick got the rebound, and Sandro's got the layup. Oh, what a terrible ending to the quarter for Golden State. Bruh. Here's Pods. He's trapped in the corner. Pods will turn it over. 3 straight turnovers by Golden State, and Sandro makes it a 4-point game. What the fuck was that? 3 straight turnovers and a 6-0 run just like that for Toronto. Butler at the buzzer is no good. What an awful ending to the third quarter for Golden State. They turn the ball over 3 straight times and give up a 6-0 run. And their lead is cut down to 4. That was probably the worst 30 seconds of basketball all year for the Golden State Warriors. Dog, come on, man. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hold up them fours in the chat. We go to the fourth quarter, or what we call the clutch quarter, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Let's see those fours in the chat. Who's going to finish this? Will the Raptors use their momentum and take over this game? Or the Warriors bounce back here in the fourth quarter? So we go to the fourth, guys. Smack that like, hit that sub button. And thank y'all so much for joining here tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining. Guys, we are just 20 likes away from 900. Our goal is 1,000 likes. At 1,000 likes, I'll put on the afro. Oh, golly, man. What an awful ending to that third quarter for Golden State. Turnover by Pods, or turnover by Payton, turnover by Butler, turnover by Pods, led to 3 consecutive field goals for the Raptors. What the hell was that, man? That was so terrible for the Warriors. They were sitting comfortably at a 12-point lead, and all of a sudden now it's down to 4. What's up, Goodman? What the hell is that profile pic? What's up, Goodman? Oh, God, man. Warriors now with 11 turnovers. Both teams with 11 turnovers in this game. Both teams. What's up, Braven? What's up, bro? How's it going, man? I think the Suns need to be buyers at deadline. Probably will be. They probably will be. They've been playing pretty well this season. What's up, Amber? What's up? Raiders are down at halftime, Asia. Sheesh. Giants about to ruin their chance at the #1 pick. Where's Barrett? He's on a minute restriction today. Barrett's on a minute restriction. All right. What's up, Brittany? Here comes the Warriors to start this fourth quarter. Step back out there for Golden State. And here we about it here for Draymond Green. And now off to Will Richard. So it's Steph, Draymond, Moody, Richard, and Hield. Again, 4-guard lineup. And the Warriors almost turned it over again. Ball will go out of bounds in the backcourt. Yo, Kane, 14 months of the Cote de Ferry. Hey, Rocha, Merry Christmas to you and the Sports Series fam. Let's go, Warriors. Hey, Kane, happy holidays, man. Thank you so much for the 14 months of support, bro. Appreciate it. And Redmond R with the $1 dono. Thank you, Redmond. All right, appreciate you, bro. All right, here's Steph. He's going to draw a shooting foul and put it in. Ridiculous. Ridiculous for the chef. He got the foul. He just threw up the shot. It went in. Counting and 1 for Steph Curry. Abaji found him again. That's the 3rd time today Abaji has fouled Steph. He is cooking him, man. They got to stop putting that dude on the chef because he is cooking him. Holy smokes. Thank y'all for over 900 likes. As Steph makes the N1 his 3rd N1 of the night. Warriors go back up by 7. Steph's got 32 points. Here is Barnes. Jump shot over Draymond is short. Rebounded by Will Richard. Here comes Steph back the other way. Curry screen by Draymond. Steph for 3. Too strong. Fight for the rebound, and Sandro will take it. Here comes Shed. He'll hand it off to a trailing Walter for three. Too strong. Rebound, Will Richard. And he can't handle it. He'll go out of bounds. Guys, we are 80 likes away from Afro Rocha. Hey, Top Nation, if you want the Warriors to win this game, we need Afro Rocha. Let's get 1,000 likes. Hit that like button. Let's go. All right, Shed the inbounds. Up top here to Barnes for three. And, oh my God, it went halfway in and out. And toilet bowl out for Scotty Barnes. Oh. And then on, here's Steph to Richard. Buddy, three, got it! Buddy from the corner. And the Warriors leads back up to 10. Here's a drive missed by Shed. Sandro the rebound stripped by Richard. Here comes Buddy Hield. Hands it off to Steph, and Steph lost out of bounds. Come on, man. How about Buddy Hield? Who's your Buddy Hield, baby? Let's go. Need Ingram to pop off when he comes in? Well, good luck with that. He's been meh tonight. Here's a pass deflected right to Sandro, and her laid up and in. 106-98 lead for Golden State. Why is Buddy on the floor? Because there's no Melton today. He's out there being a back-to-back. All right, here's Steph driving. Curry missing. And Barnes with the rebound. Here's Sandro back the other way. Bounce pass to Barnes. He dribbled the ball off his own hands. It's stolen away by Richard. Thrown out corner. Will go off for Toronto out of bounds. 9:58 to go here in the third quarter. Let's go. We're 50 likes away from 1,000. 50 likes away from 1,000. Almost 3,000 in the building. Thank y'all so much for joining here. Appreciate y'all. Quickly, we'll check back in here for Toronto. Stafford inbounding. Ingram, there you guys go. Ingram's back in for y'all. Ingram back in as well. So it's Ingram, Barrett, Quickly, Sandro, and Walter. Draymond, Steph, Moody, Hield, and Richard. Here's Draymond. Attacking, kicking, Richard, three misses, rebounded by Quickly. Ooh, Richard almost stole it right back. It's in the hands of Ingram, kicks it out. Sandro for three, rimmed it out. And Buddy Hield with the rebound. Yo, JT, welcome to the Cult of Fury. Yeah, thank you so much, JT. Appreciate you, bro. Welcome, baby. Steph misses the three. Offensive rebound by Moody. Draymond with the ball. In the hands of Steph. Steph for three, no good. And the ball's out of bounds off of Buddy Hield. And Brandon Ingram is shaken up. Brandon Ingram is shaken up. He'll get back up with a little bit of a limp. Is RJ in? No, he's not. Yes, yeah, he just checked back in. He just checked back in right now. Ooh, Ingram limping back to the other side of the court. All right, here's Toronto down by 8. Here's RJ Barrett with the ball. Barrett with the floater. Airballed it. Sandro was right there for the rebound. And Walter misses the three. And a rebound off of RJ Barrett out of bounds. Raptors thought it was off of Draymond, but it'll be Warriors basketball. I thought maybe their challenge. All right, here comes Steph. He'll have it to Dre. Dre down the lane. He draws a shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up for Draymond Green with 8:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's go. Dre's been amazing tonight offensively. Looking for points 19 and 20 at the free throw line. All right, first one coming up here for Draymond is good. 107.98 Golden State. 20 likes away from 1,000. Let's go. We're just 20 likes away from 1,000. Heck yeah. Thank y'all so much. Draymond misses the second, and RJ Barrett gets the rebound. At 1,000 likes, Afro Rocha time, baby. Let's go. Here's Ingram against the smallest Steph. Ingram, triple team stolen away by Buddy Hield. Here comes Steph to Buddy for three. Too strong. Barrett the rebound. Damn, he had a good shot too. Here comes Emmanuel quickly. 8:13 to go in regulation. Hand out to Brandon Ingram. Spin move against Moody. Tough shot, no good. Rebound, Buddy Hield. Tough shooting day for Ingram. 6 of 16. 6 of 17. Steph, oh my goodness. Ran right into Draymond. Draymond went right over Steph. They maintain the possession. Everybody got the three. Moses from the corner. Timeout Toronto. 7:51 to go in the fourth. And the Warriors lead it 110-98. Bro, Steph had the ball. Draymond went to go set his screen. Instead, Steph went into Draymond. Draymond flipped over Steph, got it to Hield, got it to Moody, and Moody got it in the bucket for a three. 7:51 to go. Warriors back up by 12. And we hit 1,000 likes. Let's go. Thank you all so much for 1,000 likes, baby. Blue Afro Rocha is here. Let's go. That's awesome. Over 3,100 in the chat. Thank you so much for 1,000 likes. Steph Curry looking brilliant tonight with 32. Draymond's got 19 points. Let's see. Warriors, 32 for Steph, 19 for Draymond, 17 for Butler. Those are all double digits. The entire starting lineup for Toronto double digits. 12 for Ingram, 10 for Barrett, 13 for Barnes, 16 for Quickly, 10 for Abaji. You know what? RJ Barrett had 10 points in the first quarter. Has not scored since. RJ had all 10 of those points in the first quarter. And then Walter and Sandro off the bench. So 7 people in double digits for Golden State, for Toronto. Only 3 for the Warriors. But the Warriors have the 12-point lead. Why? Because you got in a great spread of production from everybody. 8 from Post, 7 from Horford, 8 from Potts, 9 from Richard, 4 from Payton. So not a spread of production pretty much for both teams. As I say that, Shed got 5, Dick has 4. Just good job by the Warriors here. The lockdown on defense right now in the second half, and the Warriors are hitting their shots. The Warriors shooting 46%. Toronto all the way down to 48. They were sitting above 50% the entire entire first half. And now Toronto only 48% and only 29% for downtown. Do I think Curry plays tomorrow? I do. I would think everybody plays tomorrow besides Horford. But I don't know. I would think so. Brittany, I would wait till tomorrow morning if you're going to try to buy tickets. I would wait till the morning, or at least until after Steve Kerr's press conference after the game. But I would wait till the morning to buy the tickets to see if Steph's playing or not. But I would think, because the Warriors have had a lot of off days recently, that we'll see all the big-time players play tomorrow. Brandon Ingram, the jump shot and the foul out of the timeouts. So there you go. Whoever needed Brandon Ingram, there's 2 points and a foul to make this a 9-point game. Bears playing, yes, but he hasn't really scored since the first quarter. Brandon Ingram makes the free throw and he got a 9-point lead for the Warriors. 7:40 to go. Steph checked out. It's Butler, Post, Moody, Hield, and Pods. Here is Pods with it up top against Shed. Screen by Jimmy Butler. Pajensky finds Moody right elbow. He's got quickly on him, finds post. Inside pass for Butler. And it's an out of bounds turnover. Don't be starting this. 7:20 to go. Warriors lead at 9. All right, here it comes quickly with the ball. Quickly will have it to Ingram. Kick out quickly. Pump fakes. Drives against post. Brings it out with 7 to shoot to the right elbow. Backs down to Barnes. Barnes over Moody. Tough shot goes in. Here comes Toronto. 7-point game. Pods were handed off the post. We'll have it up top. And fouled. Fouled on the floor here by RJ Barrett. 13th foul on Toronto. 1 for the Warriors. Moody was shot today. He was great defensively and rebounding. Not everything for Moody today is going to show up on the stat sheet. Pods on the inbounds here with a screen by Jimmy Butler. Pajensky pulls up and misses. Uh-oh. Here comes Scotty Barnes. And a bad pass up court for Barrett. Too strong of a pass there for Scotty. And it's a turnover. Turnover by Toronto. That's their 12th turnover of the game. Ingram, 6 more points. You got to hope he gets hot here, Matt. Got to hope he gets hot. Post has to call a timeout. Post had to call a timeout because the Warriors couldn't get the ball up court. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Warriors. Their call time was 6:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. They lead it by 7. Excuse me. Good defense there by Toronto on the inbounds. Who would I choose as a center in a trade? Claxton. Give me Claxton if we're going to go trade for a center. He'd be so nice for this team, man. Be so nice. Then you could play 2 center lineups. You could play Horford and Claxton or Post and Claxton because Post and Horford can sit outside while Claxton goes inside. Guys, we're 30 likes away from 1,100. Let's see how close we get to 1,100 during this timeout. Hit that like, hit that sub button. It's a timeout here by the Warriors. They lead it by 7 with 6:32 to go. We are not doing the Laker game tonight, Van. We're doing the Bears and Niner game tonight. Bears and Niners tonight. Who am I trading out for Clarkson? I mean, it's got to be Kuminga. The only way it would work if we trade Kuminga. And I'm fine with that. Just to get Kuminga off our team. That Curry 0.5. Ooh, tough. Well, I know some of you guys really need Ingram to step up. I see a couple of you guys need Moody to step up. Would I trade Trace? Yes. What's up, UG? I know, I got to buy a new one, bro. I will. Why is he even playing JK? They just don't get along, man. Kerr doesn't think Kuminga fits in the system. And when Kuminga's out there, he tries to do too much and he kind of ruins the game. We're not going to really see Kuminga until he's traded. We'll see him once in a while. And if somebody's hurt, we're resting a bunch of players. We'll see him play. Other than that, we're just not going to see a whole lot of Kuminga anymore as a Warrior. He's pretty much ready in his course. Kuminga could be traded here in 16 days. 16 days away for Kuminga being able to trade. Kirk can't develop young players? No, he can't. I will admit, though, Post developing pretty nice. Richard's having a nice rookie season when he gets his opportunities. Let's hope this is a start of where we can start developing young players. I doubt it, but we've seen the development at Courtney Post this season. He's looked good. He's been one of the best defenders in the league this year, and that was something he was terrible at last year. He was great offensively, led all rookies in three-point percentage last season, but he was terrible offensive rebounding and defense. Has been much improved, both those aspects this season. All right, Steph and Jimmy. We're checking here for Golden State. Jimmy, Pods, Steph, Richard, and Horford in for Golden State. Here's Jimmy. Bounce pass to Richard, 8 to shoot. He gets a screen, pass it back to Butler. Left elbow against Barnes, 3 to shoot. Jimmy, pass inside, and that's going to be a turnover. A shot clock. Wow, they're going to actually give a shot clock violation. I thought they let it play on. Shot clock violation for Golden State. The lead's down to 7 with 6:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. High inbounds here for Toronto. Here is quickly. Bounce past to Ingram. Pull up jump shot. There goes Ingram. All right, this has got to come off, folks. That's got to come off. All right. Warriors lead down to 5. Ingram now 5 points in this quarter. Curry for 3. When you need a bucket, you go to the chef. Steph Curry with a 3 and 15 of them now. Total for the Warriors. RJ Barrett misses. He has not scored since early second quarter. RJ has not scored in over 2 quarters of play now. Here's Projetsky right down the lane. It closed fast to Horford, to Butler for 3. That's no good. And a rebound here by Toronto. Barnes to Barrett, and there he is. Barrett finally back on the stat sheet. He's got 12. And we got 5 minutes to go. Warriors up by 6. Smack that like. Hit that sub button. This is coming down to the wire. And Barrett fouls Butler on the floor. Barrett fouls Butler on the floor. 5 minutes to go. Guys, almost 4,000 in the chat. We are 8 likes away from 1,100. That is awesome. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. All right, 14 fouls on Toronto. So one more team foul, the Warriors in the bonus. Ooh, Yuji, well, hopefully you feel better, bro. Take some medicine, man. Here's Projetsky. Attacking, kicking the Butler. 5 to shoot. Butler got it knocked out of bounds off of his own leg. 16 turnovers for Golden State. 10 here in the second half. 10 turnovers in the second half for the Warriors. Here's Ingram. He's double teamed. Bounce pass it quickly to Shed. For a deep 3 is short. Rebound goes to Projetsky. Don't like that shot from Jamal Shed. That's not a good shot. What's up, B-Money? Pods. Looking for a foul. No call. Offensive board by Horford. Resets it to Richard the Butler. Butler on the right elbow against Ingram. 5 to shoot. Horford. 3. No good. Richard the rebound. And he fouled. Richard fouled by Barnes. That's going to put the Warriors in the bonus. That's going to put Golden State in the bonus. 2 free throws for Will Richard. I love the effort tonight from Will Richard. Look at that. He has 9 points and 8 rebounds tonight for the youngster, man. Great hustle tonight for the rookie Will Richard. He'll have 2 free throws. Oh. So they just changed the score. One of the Warriors' Curry threes just got changed to a 2. So now it's 113-107. So they changed one of Steph's threes to a 2. So it went down to 112. Richard makes the free throw. Now it's back up to 113. B-Money GG's. I'll take second place, bro. I'll take that second place payout. GG's, bro. I'm going to lose to both you and Nick. Unless Purdy and Bijan could go off against Nick. All right, second free throw's no good. Warriors up by 6. 4 minutes to go here in regulation. We just hit 1,100 likes. That is awesome. Thank y'all so much. Let's see how close we get to 1,500 likes. Defensive 3 seconds on Golden State. On Al Horford. Defensive 3 seconds on Al Horford. So tactical free throw coming up here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now it's 14 threes instead of 15 for the Warriors. Thank you. And tactical free throw was good by Brandon Ingram. So there you go. Whoever needed Ingram, there's one more point for you. All right, inbounds here for Toronto. The clock's not going. There we go. Now it started. Shed finds quickly to Ingram. Going inside. Kick out Shed. Wow, they left him wide open. He didn't take the three. Quickly does and hits it. And we got a 2-point game. Uh-oh. 110th clutch game. Most in the NBA in the last 3 seasons for the Warriors. Jesus. Here is Draymond up top. Dre to Steph. Jump shot. Too strong. Horford the offensive rebound. Back to Curry. Finds Butler. Back to Horford. Back to Butler. Backs down Barnes. Butler 4 to shoot. Butler jump shot. Rammed in. Butler gets the friendly roll. 115-111 Golden State. 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Let's go Raptors chats here in the Scotiabank Arena. Here is Brandon Ingram against Jimmy. Backs him down. Ingram attacks down the baseline, spins, fades, and scores. Ingram's now got 20 points. Warriors lead down to 2. Here's Steph. He's got Shed all over him. Curry down the lane. What a drive by Steph. Warriors back up by 4. Here comes Scotty Barnes back the other way. Both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining each. Here's a foul by Richard. It's on the pass. That's only the second foul by Golden State. Foul on Steph's got 36. Steph's got 36 points. 2:09 to go. Inbounds here for Toronto. Guys, hit that like button. We're 50 likes away for 1,200. This one's coming down to the wire. Brandon Ingram misses, and the rebounds off of Barnes out of bounds. Golden State ball with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. And regulation, Warriors up by 4. Warriors up by 4, and here comes Butler up court for the Warriors. It's Butler, Steph, Draymond, Richard, and Moody to close it. Butler finds Richard. Richard kicks it out to Draymond. Dre left elbow, hand off to Steph for 3. Bingo! Curry! He's got 39. What a shot by the chef. He's got 10 in the 4th quarter. Warriors up. Here is Barnes inside for the slam. Barnes inside for the slam. 1:29 to go here in regulation. Richard is trapped and he lost the ball. Barnes quickly. 3. Missed it. Barnes the rebound. Warriors can't be turning over the ball. Here's Ingram against Richard. Jump shot is good. Lead down to 3 with 1:10 to go. Here comes Moody to bring the ball up court for Golden State. Moody is trapped and a timeout by Golden State. Warriors get the timeout call with 1:05 to go. Jeez. 1:05 to go. Timeout Golden State. They're up by 3. Jesus, man. Let's go look at those points off turnovers for Toronto. The Warriors have given up 17 turnovers, 28 points off of turnovers for Toronto. 28 points off of 17 Warrior turnovers. Warriors have 19. off of 14 turnovers for Toronto. You cannot be turning over the ball, especially in this critical situation. Guys, we're 10 likes away for 1,200. Almost 5,000 in the building. If y'all having a great time, if you're enjoying the stream, you're enjoying this intense-ass game, smack that like, hit that sub button. We will be live tomorrow, Warriors in Brooklyn. So come check that out, guys. Hit that like button. We're in the clutch. This is why we call it the clutch quarter, baby. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. The Warriors up by 3 with the ball with 1:05 to go out of the timeout. Thank y'all for 1,200 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Pods were inbounded for Draymond. Draymond looking backdoor for Butler, and he turned it over. That was such a shit pass by Draymond Green. 50 seconds to go. Here's Ingram attacking Butler. Almost lost the ball. Quickly for 3, ties the game. Unbelievable. 31 points off of turnovers for Toronto. Here's Steph. 3. Short. Pause. Rebound. Putback. Perjetsky with the putback. And puts the Warriors up by 2. Timeout, Toronto with 32 seconds to go. 32 seconds to go. Timeout, Toronto. They got 1 left. Huge rebound and put back for Brennan Perjetsky. Timeout, Toronto Warriors lead at 122 to 120. Oh, so close. Yo, JT and the Bay with the $10 dono. Let's go, Dubs. JT, let's finish strong. Let's win this game, man, and stop turning the ball over. Thank you so much for the 10, JT. Appreciate you, bro. Guys, we have 50 likes away for 1,300. Who's going to win this game, man? What a huge rebound right there by Pods. Perjetsky, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists tonight. Beautiful. Way to get position on quickly and put that in. All right, let's see if the Warriors can get a stop here. Let's see if the Warriors can get a stop. Hope the Warriors win. Let's hope Toronto can win. Absolutely can win. Giants are up 20 to 3. Wow. Let's go, Raptors. We need a 3. Come on. Says Saul. What's up? B1 says we need a triple overtime classic. Boy. No alternate motive for Butler to get 30. I wonder why. Ingram, go to work. I'm so scared, says Eli. Guys, keep smacking the like button. 20 likes away for 1,300. Inbounds for Toronto. Shed, we're inbounding here to Brandon Ingram. 30 seconds to go. Pump fakes. Ingram. Fouled by Draymond on the floor. Fouled by Draymond on the floor. The Warriors had a foul to give. Smart foul. Very smart foul there by Draymond. He got beat. And if he does not foul him, Ingram ties up the game. Smart foul there by Draymond. So if he does not foul him there, Ingram ties the game. That was the foul to give for Golden State. Shed to inbounds. 29 to go, 20 to shoot. Shed trying to find someone. Gives it off to Ingram again. He's got it in the corner for 3. Rimmed it out. Barnes to put back. That's killed the Warriors 0-9. We're tied at 122. Here comes Steph to Draymond. Shot clock is turned off. Warriors can get the final shot here. Draymond to Steph. 10, 9, Steph 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Curry just got called for an offensive foul. Steph just got called for an offensive foul. Another Warrior turnover. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. I got hand delivered a burrito. Thank you so much. 2.4 to go. Toronto calls their final timeout. They can win the game. They can win the game here, folks. Is that free throws? No, it's an offensive foul. No free throws. No free throws. Guys, we're up over 1,300 likes. Thank you all so much. Keep smacking that like. Hit that sub button. Toronto can win the game. Toronto can win the game with a shot here. Over 6,000 in the building. Thank you all for joining. Let's see if Toronto wins or we go to overtime. Oh, it would be fitting. The Warriors turn the ball over and Toronto hits a buzzer beater off of the Warrior turnover. Because that's what's killed the Warriors all night. It's turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. All right. Now, Toronto does not have any timeouts, so they have to get the ball inbounded. Toronto has to inbound the ball. Imagine the Warriors get a 5-second violation. Warriors will have Butler, Draymond, Pods. No, it's going to be Peyton, Draymond, Richard, Moody, and Butler out there. All right, here we go. Toronto the inbounds with 2 seconds to go. It's to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram for the win. No good. And we have overtime. Ingram tried to shoot it over Draymond. No good. And we are going to overtime in Toronto. We are tied up at 122 apiece. And overtime for the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. Wow. Ooh, need Butler to go off an OT. I hope that happens, B. I hope that happens, man. Guys, smack that like button for free basketball, baby. Put up 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go to OT. Smack that like. Hit that sub button for overtime. Oh, I thought Ingram's going to make that. What's up, Michaela? What's up? Jamie Butler needs to step up. He does. He went pretty quiet in that second half. He went pretty quiet in that second half. Only 22 points for the Warriors in the fourth. Yeah, they got outscored 26-22 in the fourth quarter. Warriors got 26-22 in the fourth quarter. Outscored. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Good finish by Toronto to send us one to overtime. Warriors were up by 5 with about a minute to go and could not win. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. Means a lot for you guys to be here. We will be live tomorrow. Warriors take on the Nets. We'll see if any of the starters rest. Now that this game went to overtime, maybe there's a chance that Steph and Butler and Draymond don't play tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. How did they blow the lead? Turnovers. Turnovers, 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 turnovers. Maybe that wasn't an offensive foul on Steph. Because when he went like this, Shaq got hit with the ball, not with Steph. Oh, maybe the Warriors could have challenged. That one did not want to challenge. Never mind. I wonder how mine if Warriors try to challenge that. Raptors are a good team. This is a very good team you're facing. There's a reason why they're 18-14. There's a reason why they're 18-14. But they haven't played as well lately. But they did get Barrett back tonight. All right. We're going to have a jump ball at center court here to start overtime. Guys, hit that like button. 20 likes away for 1,400. Appreciate y'all joining here tonight. All right, jump ball between Draymond and Scotty Barnes. And Scotty Barnes will win the tip. 5 minutes of overtime. All right, it's Shed, Barnes, Walter, Quickly, and Ingram. It's Butler, Draymond, Steph, Moody, and Richard. And here's Barnes inside for two to take the lead in overtime. Here comes Steph. He's double teamed and turns over the fucking ball. And Quickly misses the three. Barnes the rebound. Walter for three. That's no good. Barnes the rebound again. What an awful start to the quarter for Golden State. The same things that hurt them all night. Offensive rebounds and turnovers. And Brandon Ingram scores. Warriors down 4 and they haven't even possessed the ball yet. Here comes Steph. Flying down the court. Layup no good. And the ball to bounce off of Toronto. Yeah, this isn't looking good for overtime. This is not looking good for overtime. Golden State with 19 turnovers now. 19 turnovers by Golden State tonight. Awful. Richard, we'll throw it up top here to Draymond. Again, Shed. Warriors got to score here. Warriors need to score. Draymond. Richard. Wide open. And he bricked it. He bricked it. Here comes Toronto, 3:45 to go. What an awful loss it would be for Golden State. Shed, Ingram, three, no good. Another offensive rebound by Scotty Barnes. He has 3 offensive rebounds in overtime. Walter for 3. GG's. Warriors down 7, 3:27 to go. This team is garbage. Every time we think the Warriors, all right, they figured it out. We're good. We're going to run. This is where the season changes. Nope. Being outscored 7-0 in overtime. Scotty Barnes has 3 offensive rebounds. He has 23 rebounds tonight. 23 rebounds, 8 of them offensively. 23 rebounds for Scotty Barnes. 8 of them are offensively. What an shit way to lose for the Warriors. Just awful for Golden State. Just when you think the Warriors are looking good, they're turning the season around, and you have a shit game like this. Unbelievable. And of course, Steve Kerr doesn't have a fucking center in the game. Of course he doesn't. Can we just fire Steve Kerr? Can I just wake up tomorrow to a notification that says the Golden State Warriors have relieved Steve Kerr of his duties? Please. It's not going to happen, but. Yo, Charlie with the 1 year in the Coca Fury. Well, this is depressing. Warriors suck and the Chiefs. FML. Sorry, bro. Thank you for the year, bro. Chris with the 22 much. Just standing around, not playing defense. Kerr with the terrible rotations. What is going on here? Typical Warrior basketball, bro. Typical Warrior basketball. Pods almost turned the ball over on the inbounds. 3:19 to go. Warriors down by 7. Being outscored 7-0 here in overtime. Here's Steph. And Steph, I know he's got a lot of points, but Curry's turned the ball over a lot too. He misses the layup, quickly the rebound. Yes, he is. B-Money Barnes is real nice. Quickly for 3. Good night. Warriors outscored 10-0 here in overtime. Awful. Just shit for the Warriors. Here's a foul by Toronto. I'm tired of this. How does this not, this has to frustrate the front office. If you're the front office, seeing this exact type of loss over and over and over and over, how can you not sit there and think we need to make a move? I don't understand it. And they just said in the broadcast, you're losing the same way every single time. Every time. Draymond layup good. 132, 124. I just don't know how you sit there as a front office and not think you have to make a move. Thank you for subscribing, Cheeky. Thank you, bro. And here's a shooting foul in Golden State. 2:33 to go and 2 shots coming up for Toronto. B-Money, Toronto's been a fun team to watch this year, bro. All right, 2 shots here for quickly. First one is good. 133, 124. Set a career high for Barnes and rebounds, and very well could be. But guys, keeping that like button up over 1,400 likes. Let's get to 1,500. Thank you all for joining, even with this terrible outing by the Warriors in overtime. Appreciate y'all joining. 134, 124. Steph, we'll give it off to Draymond. He'll have it on top here against Scotty Barnes. Hand off to Steph for 3. Missed it. And a rebound by Barnes again. Another rebound by Scotty Barnes. I wouldn't be shocked if they come out of the East. They are deep and have 4 legit scoring threats. Good team. And they still can make a move, B-Money. They have the assets. Here's a dunk by Barnes. 136, 124. Here's step back the other way. 155 to go in overtime. Here's Pods for 3. That's good. 136, 127 lead here for Toronto. Whoops. There we go. 16 threes for Golden State, and they're going to lose this game. 16 threes for Golden State, and they're going to end up losing this game. Ingram, fine. Shed for 3, no good. Offensive board, put back, no good by Watson. Another rebound by Scotty Barnes. 25 rebounds tonight for Scotty Barnes. Quickly out. 3 ball by Shed is good. 139, 127. Timeout Warriors, and they're going to probably pull the starters. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing for the Golden State Warriors. Oops. Absolutely embarrassing effort by Golden State. Down the stretch and in overtime. Being outscored 17-5 in overtime. Guys, we're 50 likes away from 1,500. Thank y'all for still tuning in, despite this showing by the Warriors in overtime. Jeez, mofo, y'all getting destroyed, bro. Is it possible we can send emails to the Warriors office? What we saw Joe Lacob respond to emails on Reddit. Fire Steve Kerr, I wish we would. I wish we freaking would, man. I really wish we would. We need a quarterback. Well, get that number 1 pick, mofo. Get Mendoza, bro. Both your teams gonna lose? I hope not, UG. I hope not. I mean, I'll take a Warrior loss over a Niner loss, but still. I'm new. Is this normal? You talk about the Warriors? Yeah, this is normal. The Warriors lose the same way every single game, it feels like. All right, yep. Warriors pull the starters. Well, GG Raptor fans. What an awful loss for Golden State again tonight. What an awful loss for the Warriors. All right, Richard, the inbound to the post. 1:15 to go in overtime. Post. We'll give it up top to Pods. Pajensky will have it against Quickly. 14 to shoot to Moody. Excuse me. Moody finds it back to Pods and stolen away by Brandon Ingram. And Brandon Ingram will have a dunk. That's fitting. Golden State with 20 turnovers tonight, leading to 21 turnovers tonight, leading to 35 points off turnovers by Toronto. 21 turnovers, leading to 35 points off of turnovers for the Toronto Raptors. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Toronto will put in the backups as well. They get a nice standing ovation. What a shit loss tonight. Podge pulls up from way downtown. No good. Rebounded by Toronto. Oh, fouling the Warriors. Fouling Golden State. 37 seconds to go. Guys, keep smacking that like. Hit that sub button. Let's see if the Warriors can bounce back tomorrow night in Brooklyn. We will be live for that game. Warriors and Nets. So come check it out. Come check it out. We'll be live tomorrow. See if the Warriors can bounce back. They should bounce back. Knowing the Warriors, they're probably going to lose that game too. All right, Sandro, not even going to take a shot here. Standing ovation here from the faithful at the Scotiabank Center. They're going to come back and beat the Warriors. Warriors got all that momentum, won 3 games in a row. Looking like maybe the season is going to turn around, and then just lost like they always do. Turning the ball over, giving up rebounds. Warriors are inbounds, 10 seconds left. Richard will bring it up, and that will do it. This game is OVA over. Final score, Raptors win it 141-127 in overtime. GG's Raptor fans, what an awful loss for Golden State as they fall back to 500. If this team doesn't make a move, they are done. They have to make a move. They have to make multiple moves. But hey, GG's guys, on your way out, we'll stay live here for a little bit. Smack that like, hit that sub button. We will be live tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow for the Warriors and Nets game. So come on by and hang out for that. Tomorrow we'll be live for Warriors and Nets. We'll see if the Warriors can bounce back. We'll see if the Warriors can bounce back tomorrow night. Appreciate y'all for almost 1,500 likes. Thank you guys for almost 1,500 likes here tonight, despite the frustrating loss for Golden State. 19-14 for Toronto. Warriors are missing the playoffs. If they don't make a move, yes, they will miss the playoffs. They won't even, they'll make the play-ins and they'll lose in the play-ins. Another loss to Brooklyn tomorrow? Nah, we'll be all right. Warriors will bounce back tomorrow. Now, question is, who's going to be playing tomorrow? Since this game went to overtime, who's going to be playing tomorrow? Bro, Buffalo's down 13-0. Raptors on the bay. They do, mofo. They do, bro. Warriors aren't even a bad team. They're mid. Warriors are literally what the record are. The mid. Warriors are literally mid. Drake May might win the MVP, UG. 23, 25, and 10 for Scotty. All right. Who's y'all's MVP? I think it's pretty clear. But who's y'all's MVP of tonight's game? For me, it's Scotty Barnes. I mean, 23 points, 25 rebounds, and 10 assists for Scotty Barnes. 23 points, 25 rebounds, 10 assists, 9 offensive rebounds for Scotty Barnes. Awful. 25 is crazy, Rozier. All right, who's y'all's X Factor? For me, it's going to be Emmanuel Quickly. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Could be Ingram. He's got 26 points. But give me Scotty Barnes as, Emmanuel Quickly as X Factor with 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Guys, if you're on your way out, thank you so much for joining. Smack that like, hit that sub button. Again, we'll be live tomorrow night for the Warriors and Nets to see if they can bounce back tomorrow. Barnes at 25 boards. Who taught him? Jokic? That's a good one. I like that. Ugh. Damn, come on, you made 25 for 6,000? Bro, good job. Congrats, dude. That's awesome, man. That's freaking awesome, bro. Post should have got more minutes tonight. I hate Steve Kerr. Would I trade Draymond, Kuminga, and Hill for Davis? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is certainly a team of all time. You're for real, bro. For real. Warriors would somehow manage to lose a game 100-1 in 8 minutes left. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. The whole point of the game is to win, and the Warriors just shot themselves in the foot. Warriors had 21 turnovers. That led to 35 points. Daniel Nunez, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, bro. 21 turnovers led to 35 points for Toronto. Awful, man. Steph had 39 and we lost. And Steph's to blame too. Curry had some bad turnovers in this game. Of his 4 turnovers, he had 2 of them late, and they were pretty bad turnovers. But if it wasn't for him, we would have lost like 30 points. The small ball isn't working. It hasn't worked in a while. And yet Steve Kerr continues to go to it for no fucking reason. Do I think somebody needs to be fired? Yes. I think Steve Kerr needs to go. Steve Kerr needs to go, but they're not. Steve Kerr will not be gone until at least the offseason. And I would not be shocked. The Warriors make a trade. They go on a run. They go to the playoffs, lose in the playoffs, win the finals. I would not be shocked, even if the Warriors miss the playoffs, if Steve Kerr were to be extended in the offseason for like 3 years. Artistic skill 2. How do we only score 5 in overtime? Kerr is a fraud. Just no effort. No effort from Golden State. I feel like them losing in regulation just killed all their energy for overtime, man. What a bad loss. Thank you, Articulate 2, bro. What's more likely? Us, Kerr getting fired, or us getting Giannis? Us getting Giannis. Kerr will not be fired at all mid-season. Cody for the tackle caught a 21-yard pass today. Entire stadium was insane. We were chanting Cody. That's right, B-Money. He went to the game. How was it, dude? How was it? And thank you for telling me to start Diggs over Wilson. Not going to matter, but he definitely did better than him. Can Terry Scott or Jerry Stackhouse take over? I would love that. I would love if they took over. I would love if they took over. Nets are 7-3 in December. It's not going to be an easy win tomorrow. Not going to be an easy win. Dylan, what do we need to do? OKC's doing, put a double big lineup. I would love that. I would love to see more lineups going forward of Horford and Post. Horford and Trace. Trace and Post. I would love that, man. But Steve Kerr just is too stubborn with his rotations. Way too stubborn. Game was great. I sat in the players' family section. I motion. Drank 6 beers. Got the dub. Next year, the bowl is ours. There you go, B. Glad you had a good time, man. Glad you had a good time, dude. Niners try to get a bye playing at Bucks, Panthers, Eagles. One of those are great matchups. Yep. Bowl prediction, Donovan Mitchell will be traded deadline. That would be crazy, Jake. That would be crazy, man. That would be wild. Asia MPJ's had a hell of a year. A hell of a year for MPJ. But that's expected. He leaves from Denver, and he can shoot as much as he wants. God, so many offensive rebounds today for the freaking Raptors, man. My God, dude. Yes, Joshua will be back tonight. Yes, Joshua will be back. Warriors just need to trade for somebody that's 6'11" or taller. Just run Curry, Butler, Draymond, and 2 dudes who only rebound. Would love that, B-Money. I'd love that. Yeah, Cam Thomas had 30 last night. That dude's probably going to drop 40 on us. Yeah, Trace didn't sniff a single second tonight. MPJ's been scoring by billion assists. Are you shocked? We are not doing the Lake again today. We are live for the Warriors. For the Niners and Bears game tonight. Big game. Watch out for Igor. You talk about your rookie, Asia? He started off the season pretty good. Kind of went cold, but I saw that he's been starting to pick it up again. The next drafted 5 rookies don't get any of them starting minutes. Instead, they start MPJ 30 minutes a game and let him shoot the ball 25 times a night. Not shocked. I mean, they're trying to tank. Geno Smith is headed to the locker room. Jeez. Do not touch where he's our guy. Well, we won't go after him. I hope the Bills won't be one and done because they're down 13-0. I'm worried about that. This could be a season where they could finally win it all. Or at least get to the Super Bowl with no Mahomes, and they might end up still being one and done. I'm convinced they're going to trade MPJ. Yeah, they probably will, be money. There's no doubt they probably will end up trading him. MPJ at the trade deadline. Imagine y'all got Bam, dog. I would love that. I can't believe the Bills have not scored. Should have never traded for Chris Paul and drafted JK and drafted Wiseman. If Draymond didn't do bad things, he could have won 2 more rings. Who knows at this point, man? A lot of people could use MPJ scoring right now. We could. Are we in the Niners Bears game or could on a game-winning field goal? The Bears kicking the game-winning field goal. We'll see how 42. I mean, typically when the Warriors lose, the Niners lose. When the Warriors win, the Niners win. So, we'll see. MPJ and the Pistons, that would be something. That'd be something. MPJ to the Bucks. The only way they do that is if they don't trade Giannis and try to get him help. Jordy Fernandez, a legit coach. He got him playing hard. That's good, Asa. That's good. See, maybe in a couple of years, you guys can be something good again. Congrats to Toronto. Great win today. Freaking Sir from the Sixers messaged me. Of course he did. Kerr's frustrated with small forward. Well, screw Steve Kerr, man. Screw Steve Kerr. What a terrible loss. We'll forever be thankful that James Wiseman killed the Warriors dynasty. Imagine they took Halliburton. Imagine we took Halliburton. We took Danny Avdia. We took LaMelo Ball. I know he always gets hurt, but still. Imagine somehow the T-Wolves took James Wiseman or LaMelo number 1, and we got Anthony Edwards number 2. Trey May's a favorite to win MVP. He should be this year. He should be. Warriors cannot keep losing games with Curry has 40 points. They can't. They absolutely could not, man. Guys, we're 10 likes away from 1,500. Thank you all so much. Okongwu? Oh, my God. I'd love Okongwu, but I don't think there's any reason why they should trade him. There's a reason why they got rid of Capella. That was exhausting. That game was exhausting. And now, got to get ready for the Niners and Bears game, man. Sheesh. Why does this happen when Curry explodes with points? A lot of points. Multiple times, Stafford scored damn near 40 points if we lost this year, man. Frustrating. I thought it changed the Warriors' record. Did it not save? No. Drake May is not the favorite MVP. He's behind Stafford. We're just spreading fake news again. I would love for Drake May to win it, though. I mean, oh no, it'd be the cherry on top to Stafford's career to win the MVP this year. I'm fine if he wins the MVP and then loses in the playoffs. That'd be fine. That'd be cool. Is there any chance Dylan Brooks should be an all-star reserve? I mean, could be. He's averaging, what, 21 points a game? We'll see. Maybe if a couple people drop out, he could be. Game is over? Yeah, Warriors lost. This is a horror coach team. This is a horror roster constructed team. By far the stupidest rotation in any team sport. What a joke. It's tough, man. Why does Curry ever speak up? Because he's just not that type of person. He's just not. He will not speak up. Roaches, Steve Kerr getting fired or Niners Super Bowl? Niners Super Bowl. I need a Niners Super Bowl in my life so bad, man. I want this to be the year. It's not going to be. Our defense is just too trash. But, man, I want this to be our year, man. Stafford should win MVP. It shouldn't be close. They are only boosting May because of his team is the second seed because they have played the worst strength of schedule. He went 5 times today. He's still 10 behind Stafford. I'm cool with it being Stafford or Drake May. Again, it'd be cool for Stafford to be cherry on top. It'd be crazy for May to win the MVP in his second year. Almost like Brock did. Had Brock played well against the Ravens on Christmas 2 years ago, he would have won MVP. Who won MVP that year? Who won MVP 2 years ago? Was it Mahomes? No, it wasn't Mahomes, was it? Who won MVP the year Brock finished like third? Devin, you're more than welcome to DM me, bro. Anytime, me or Josh. Doesn't matter. You're more than welcome to, bro. I think they already made Steelers Ravens prime time. We'll see. The Niners win today, then that Seattle game is for the division and the number 1 seed. It's most, if the Niners lose tonight, it will be Ravens Steelers. If the Niners win tonight, now you have something on your hands. Because it's a big market in San Francisco, a big market in Pittsburgh and Baltimore. They'll have a decision on their hands who they want to put as the last game. I'll hope it's Niners Seattle. Because that's what happened in 2019. 49ers Seattle for the number 1 seed. We already won the division. No, for the number 1 seed in the NFC West. We won at the goal line. I would love for that to happen again this season. Drake May should count as lucky stars. He doesn't draw the Texans in round 1. The Texans would tear up. And it would probably be Texans by 28 plus. Jesus, be money. I'd go Niners Seattle because that's for the number 1 seed. Ravens Steelers should be in the afternoon slot. And that's the thing. That's why I think it would be Niners Seattle. It'd be more. Whoever wins that game, Steelers Ravens would be the 4th seed and the division champion. The Niners win, then you got Seattle, San Francisco for the division and the number 1 seed. If the Niners win, I do expect us to Seattle be the final game of the season. How about Panthers Bucks? That should be a great game. But they're not going to put that over Ravens Steelers or Niners Seattle. They both lost today, right? Did the Bucks lose to Miami? Did the Bucks lose to Miami? Why trade for a big man when Kurt won't play him? Force his hands to play him. They did lose to Miami. My gosh. Do I want Nick Richards? Maybe as a backup, but I want Giannis or Nick Claxton, man. Rivers has to play that Texas defense next week. It's probably the final game ever for Phillip Rivers. I doubt he'll play again after this season. It'll be Steelers, Niners, Ravens Sunday night. It'll be Steelers, Ravens Saturday night. Seahawks, Niners Sunday night. They do football on Saturday nights? Weeks? Oh, they do. You know what? You might not be wrong about that, B-Money, if we win tonight. You actually might not be wrong about that. I forgot they do football on Saturdays, week 18. Or they could, and if we do lose tonight, then it could be Bucks and Panthers Saturday night and Ravens and Steelers Sunday night. That would make a lot of sense too if we were to lose tonight. They do Saturday night because the Bengals Steelers Saturday night last year. That's right. And 2 years ago, it was Colts and Texans for the division on Saturday night. I remember I was streaming that game. Dude, Tyler Shuck is looking like a franchise quarterback, UG. He is looking awesome, man. The Warriors miss Mike Brown. If y'all lose, Rocho, you're playing the Eagles, Bucks, or Panthers round 1. Yep. Most likely probably playing the Eagles. Yeah, big money. Bengals are 11-2 and Burrow's last 13 starts. Man, yeah, it'd be great to see that dude stay healthy for y'all next year, man. What's going on with the Cavs? Injuries. And they're just not gelling this year, man. I wonder if they're going to make a move at the trade deadline. Wonder if they make a move. Guys, we just hit 1,500 likes. Thank y'all so much. That's awesome. All right. Guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to finish up eating. Going to take a little bit of a break before this Bears and Niners stream. So, guys, thank y'all so much for joining. Everybody hit that like button, sub, donated, gifted, mod squad, Cote Fairy Elite. Guys, thank you so much. Despite the loss, it was a really fun stream. We're not done yet. We'll be back live in about an hour for the 49ers and Chicago Bears game, all right? So, Dub Nation, tough loss. We'll see if we can bounce back tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for a fun stream. We'll catch you guys here in about an hour. Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Check you guys here in just a little bit. Bye.